feel it in your chest now, slow. Everything connect now. Dark blue, feel that way. No rush, I don't chase. Move slow, set the pace. All calm, always. Dark blue, low light, no talk, just vibe. Step in, whole night. All eyes, don't lie. Yeah. Stay cool. Stay cool. Midnight calling. You feel it too. Low flame flicker in the dark. Cold wind whisper through my heart. Every step echo like a spark. Something tearing me apart. I hear your name in the night, but it don't sound right. Like a ghost in the light, pulling me in. Don't run, don't run. Don't hide too late. Feel it close, can't escape. Heartbeat racing, feel that break. It's inside. Wide awake. Don't run, don't fight, don't speak. Every breath getting weak. Too deep, too far, no sleep. It's inside, underneath.
Slow walk, I don't chase, just follow. Same road, same pain, same hollow. Guitar cry with a tone so cold, like a story already told. Feel that weight in the air right now. Every move got a shadow now. Turn around, but there's no way out. It's locked in.
Wait, it's right behind you. Don't run, don't hide too late. Feel it close, can't escape. Heartbeat racing, feel that break. It's inside. Wide awake. Don't run, don't fight, don't speak. Every breath getting weak. Too deep, too far, no sleep. It's inside. Inside, underneath. You were never alone.
Slow burn. midnight air. Slow burn, midnight air. Through the street, heavy steps feel it drag on me. Oh, soul rhythm deep in my chest, every breath like a test, like a test. Guitar crying a minor key, something out there watching me. Feel it close, but I can't see, just shadows following me. Something ain't right. Run now, don't slow, don't freeze. Heartbeat banging like a drum in me. Too close, can't breathe, can't think. Dark outside and it's hunting me, yeah. Run now, don't stop, don't turn. Feel that pressure, feel that burn. Too late, no space, no peace. Everything closing in on me. Back to the groove, but it feel off. Same road, but the light gon' solve. Strings cry, yeah, the tone get rough. Like the world just ain't enough. Dust rising the worn out boots. Truth hit harder than the proof. Something moving in the roots. Feel it crawling, feel it move. Oh, it's getting closer. Run now, don't slow, don't freeze. Heartbeat banging like a drum in me. Too close, can't breathe, can't think. Dark outside and it's haunting me, yeah. Run now, don't stop, don't turn. Feel that pressure, feel that burn. Too late, no space, no peace. Everything closing in on me. Everything closing in on me. Still there. Still there. For the team. From zero, cold nights, no light, just a vision, one mic. No name, no hype, just fight. Built it brick by brick. Alright. Every doubt turned to fuel. Every loss made me move. But it wasn't just me in the room. Every step I was walking with you. Hold up. Hands up if you've been here. All this time, yeah, we still here. From the dark from every face, every moment you stayed. When it felt like it wouldn't break, you the reason it changed. Now it's louder, bigger, real, still the same, still the feel. We done, we just reveal what we build and what we will.
Never fall, never fade. Stand is the path that we made.
We rise,
We rise,
we rise,
all night,
all night.
we rise,
We rise,
side by side.
side by side.
We rise,
From the dark to the light,
2K, that's life.
yeah, we built this side by side.
We rise,
Hear the crowd, feel the vibe.
it's ours, this time.
Thank you all for the ride. This is just the start.
You feel it changing, don't you? Blue light bleeding through the haze, slow shift in the way it plays. Every step rearrange the space, like the world don't feel the same. Something turning in the air, pulling deeper, pulling there. Every breath got weight to bear.
Like a voice without a prayer, I hear it.
Call me in,
No warning.
it begins.
Let go.
Stand close,
Don't fight.
just know. Step in,
Feel that change.
no fear,
No name,
new ground.
no frame,
We rise, we claim, no past,
no change.
no loss.
Just gain.
Too far to stay the same.
We break.
We change.
Low tone in the way I move. No rush, just something new. Every line I step into feels like I was always due. Guitar cry, but it don't feel pain. Just a shift in a different lane. What was lost don't feel the same. What I am, can't explain.
I see it
In your eyes,
that moment
when it rises. Hold,
don't fade.
breathe,
This way. Step in,
feel that change.
no fear,
No name,
new ground.
no frame,
We rise, we claim, no past,
no change.
no loss.
Just gain.
Too far to stay the same.
We break.
We change.
This ain't what we used to be. Now we see what we can be. change,
no fear,
no name,
new ground, we rearrange. No past,
no change,
no loss,
just gain.
too far to stay the same. We change, we change, we change, we We changed.
Late night, dark blue, feel that way. No rush, I don't chase. Move slow, set the pace. All calm, always. Dark blue, low light, no talk, just vibe. Step in, whole night, all eyes, don't lie. Came in quiet, no scene made, no flashes, clean shade. Everything move when I say, no rush, let it play. Cold air, slow res, no stress, no tears, all smooth, no mess, just steps, wait, let it ride like that, slow, bring it right back. Dark blue, feel that way, no rush, I don't chase, move slow, set the pace, all calm, always. Dark blue, low light, no talk, just vibe, step in, whole night, all eyes, don't lie. All black, blue tint glass, no past, just pass, no sound, just bass, everything in place, no tone, don't flex, no need, just press, one move, that's set, no doubt, no guess. Down, feel it in your chest, now slow, everything connect now. Dark blue, feel that way, no rush, I don't chase, move slow, set the pace, all calm, always. Dark blue, low light, no talk, just vibe, step in, whole night, all eyes, don't lie, yeah. Stay cool. Stay cool.
Midnight calling. You feel it too. Low flame flicker in the dark. Cold wind whisper through my heart. Every step echo like a spark. Something tearing me apart. I hear your name in the night, but it don't sound right. Like a ghost in the light, pulling me in. Don't run, don't run. Don't hide too late. Feel it close, can't escape. Heartbeat racing, feel that break. It's inside. Wide awake. Don't run, don't fight, don't speak. Every breath, get awake. Too deep, too far, no sleep. It's inside, underneath.
Slow walk, I don't chase, just follow. Same road, same pain, same hollow. Guitar cry with a tone so cold, like a story already told. Feel that weight in the air right now. Every move got a shadow now. Turn around, but there's no way out. It's locked in.
Wait, it's right behind you. Don't run, don't hide, too late. Feel it close, can't escape. Heartbeat racing, feel that break. It's inside. Wide awake. Don't run, don't fight, don't speak. Every breath gets me. Too deep, too far, no sleep. It's inside.
Midnight. Midnight. Bass low, feel it press. Whole room under stress. No light, the silhouette. Say less, say less. Bass low, feel it press. Heartbeat on my chest. Step in, no contest. Say less, say less. Say less, say less. Came in quiet, shift the tone. Heavy air when I move alone. No hype needed, set in stone. Everything here get overthrown. Slow pace, but the way to miss. Every move got consequence. No luck, just discipline. Built this from within. Let it breathe, let it build. Silence right before the kill. No rush, time stands still. Then it drop, 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 drop. Feel that. Bass low, feel it press. Whole room under stress. No light, just silhouette. Say less, say less. Bass low, feel it press. Heartbeat on my chest. Step in, no contest. Say less, say less. Say less, say less. All black when I move through. No sound but the bass through. Everything that I came to, turn real when I say so. No breaks when they lock in, no fear when I walk in. Too deep now, no swim, let the pressure pull you in. Down, feel it in your chest now. Slow, everything compressed now. Bass low, feel it press. Whole room under stress. No light, just silhouette. Say less, say less. Bass low, feel it press. Heartbeat on my chest. Step in, no contest. Say less, say less. Stay there. Stay there. Low bass, feel that weight. Whole room, shift that state. No talk, just that pace. Move slow, dominate, low bass. Feel that press, heartbeat, no rest. Step in, no test, I don't miss, say less. No need for hype, no light, just that type. Everything fall in line. When I step, redefine, no rush.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Waylander Gaming. We had somewhat of an off night last night, just due to the unexpectancy and not knowing what the servers will do, etc., etc., etc. But nonetheless, we are back, ladies and gentlemen. First match of the evening is Akira Protocol up against, well, previously known as Metagaskar, but they are now rebranded, renamed. They are Ferox Esports, and well, everyone would know them as Metagaskar. But in any case, without further ado, I am joined by Zawero tonight on the casting seat, and we're going to jump into the drafting phase. Zawero, how are you feeling, bro? And what's your expectations for this first match?
Well, I'm feeling good, a bit excited, and I'm very much Protocol and Ferox, formerly known as Metagaskar. So yeah, I do feel very much curious to see what are the initial picks between these two teams. It's gonna be very interesting.
Yeah, I just quickly need to sort out the logos because swapping sides did not swap the logos. But looking at the first ban, pretty much a staple ban being the grok that's being banned out. And ladies and gentlemen, you know, thank you for rocking up tonight. We appreciate your support.
Yes, we do appreciate everyone's support. It's very much appreciated. And it's really interesting to see a very conventional ban on the side of Ferox. Grok ban is pretty much standard. You typically expect that every often, and also in response to the Akira is Freya. Very much typical. I do respect that, to be honest. It's one of those very interesting bans. I do have to applaud Akira, and in response, Ferox decided to ban Karita, which I'm suspecting could be a likely targeted ban. There could be a very Karita mains on the side of Akira. It's very much one of those targeted bans. I do very much applaud that. Very interesting. And let's see what Rav Fane is going to ban in response to a Karita ban. Let's see. Still thinking, apparently. Very much taking that time. I'm guessing they're contemplating on who to ban here. And they decided to go with Zushin. I very much think that in this tournament, Zushin has been a huge favorite in terms of banning. And looking here, I wouldn't say the same with Leslie. Leslie is not a typical ban. It's very unusual, but I do suspect that it could be another targeted ban. There could be a likely element that Akira has a very skilled player who is very proficient with Leslie. So I do think that they're going for that kind of bans, hoping to avoid taking true damage, which could be a very lethal counter against Akira Protocol. Very interesting ban on the side of Ferox here. And let's see what, in response, will Akira decide to ban. And again, we're seeing another marksman ban. It's quite interesting, and it's not so uncommon, but very interesting. I don't really typically recommend a cloud ban, but we could very much suspect that Ferox has a very good use on Claude. So I do think that Akira probably went with a cloud ban in a likely attempt to avoid a counter. And looking at
different
this,
perspectives
decided to go with
expose the
Marcel.
same
They thought,
truth.
oh, wow, Marcel is open. I'm just going to take him. And looking at that, they just took Marcel. That's a huge steal right there. I do have to respect this pick on the side of Ferox. Marcel is very, very much a huge meta in this season. He has been doing a lot of damage, a lot of carnage with the frozen moment crowd control and ultimate level crowd control CC level. And in response, they decided to go with a Zoss.
Feed, destroy, and conquer.
It's quite not so usual to see Zoss being picked, but it's very usual to see.
Let them play the hero.
Again,
I will be the truth this world desperately needs.
In this matchup, very interesting ban, and also in response, we could likely see a Lunox making a huge presence in this match. This could very much well be a
come and join me in my dream world.
A very fiery fight coming up with Lunox being added to the equation, and now Jota here flexing mages. I don't know what's going on, but looks like they're gonna go with a possible jungle pick. Let's see. And we see Leomod being picked.
Valor and royalty in a dead body.
Respect pick on the side of Ferox. Leomod has been a huge favorite in this tournament. I have to applaud this sort of pick. It could very much turn the tide of the battle. Leomod with the Phantom Steed has been extremely vicious, especially considering how he has such a huge mobility, can chase down any opponent. Very much a huge respect pick there by the side of Ferox Sekai there. And in response, let's see what the side of Akira Protocal is going to pick here. Seconds running in, and there is a huge presence of meta heroes having been open here. Nobody
need some stitches? I can help.
The likes of Sora. Nobody decided to pick Blue or any sort of meta heroes. I do think that perhaps these two teams know each other, so they did not really consider banning any of those conventional meta heroes. And now in response, they go with Guinevere. And an immediate ban here, we see Hilda getting banned by Jota Tay. Quite an interesting series of bans here. Nobody decided to ban any sort of conventional meta heroes. They somehow went to very much unconventional bans, although not similarly to Zushin. Zushin has been a huge presence and a huge ban in this tournament, so that's kind of excluded. But considering a band such as Leslie, or typically someone like Claude, it's coming off as much less of a meta matchup and more like just one of those and surprisingly, we do see a meta ban right now. It's gonna be Sora getting banned at the last slot of the ban series, and that will be on the side of Akira making the last ban, and it's gonna be Ferox banning Sayu as the final ban. So considering the fact that Akira hasn't picked a jungle, it looks like banning Sayu is a very respect ban. I can agree that Sayu has been a vicious opponent in this tournament, so banning Sayu is coming off as something that it can be very much conventional and very much well respected. It doesn't seem also conventional to just typically ban Sayu as the last slot. Normally, we expect Sayu being picked either as first pick or third pick, but normally that's unexpected. And now
Akai enters the scene.
Well, Akai having to serve possibly as a jungle on the side of Akira. Akai having to be a jungler could very much give Akira some potential benefit to take on objectives. We do respect that Akai has that crowd control that can very much push away opponents. This exposes him to take the objectives such as Turtle or Lord in absolute freedom. this could very much be on the side of Akira having to take advantage of securing objective more freely. And in response, we do see a Hanabi pick, very much a well-famous dark system pick right there.
Hanabi, Sanjo.
That's very much to be, very much to be not so recommended, but usually a favorite pick. Hanabi has been that frequent pick. And also with Jodate having to pick Terizla there, he will be facing up against the Dragon Yuzon there. That's going to be a very fiery exchanges going there in XP lane. And it's going to be Akira, Brook with the final pick. And looking, it does appear that they haven't picked a mage. No. I'm not entirely sure. They haven't picked a roamer.
I will protect you.
A roamer. And that's going to be Akira with the final pick. Being a roamer Lolita, it's a bit of inverse because like Ferox decided to go with the first pick roam and Akira went with last pick roam. So that's it for the drafting phase between Ferox and Akira. Having finished the lineup, which team do I favor the most? I have to consider that Akira has a tanky lineup. They do have a Kai though, so they will have some strong resistance against Leomord or potential damage coming in, but Hanabi will be a shredder in late game. She will not have any trouble melting down Akai and Lolita there. It's gonna be a very fiery matchup so long as Ferox can drag down this match to late game.
Yeah, well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Both teams have completed their drafts, right? If I'm looking at both drafts, right? I'm slightly going to lean in favor of Ferox Esports, right? Just due to the fact of the initiation, and then the follow-up initiation, and then there's another follow-up with the amounts of damage, especially the Lunox being a tank shredder. Oh, wow, yeah. So, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, please hit the like, share, and subscribe button, and let's see how this match is going to play out. And well, it's been a minute since we've seen Marcel in the 5-man lineup, and there we go. Straight off the bat, pause meta into play. Let me just quickly see what is cooking.
Quite the unfortunate. The pause meta is at it again.
Yeah, alright. So it is the Leomord currently lagging. So the refs are on it, so we'll just wait for that moment to play off. Right, so yeah, I need to say, just with yesterday, just the servers being, wonky, it was quite fun to go and slap some UAE players, even though the ping was very high. It just comes to show you, like, you get so used to and comfortable with your server and the rotations of the individuals on your server, that as soon as you start going to play on another server, it feels like nobody knows this game. It feels like you're like playing it for the first time again. I mean, I played 2 matches with Roams, Hilda actually, to be honest. Took both matches as MVP with the most gold, most damage, most everything, and I was playing Rome. I was like, okay, having a very positive KDA, only dying once in both matches. But yeah.
Wow. And you did that with a red ping?
Yes, sir.
That's actually quite impressive.
Yes, sir.
Wow, that's a huge respect. Like, especially looks like the match is resuming.
All right. So into the first match of the evening we go. The Platinum Snap does come in from Marcel onto Lolita. Ludox obviously knowing that shield coming in from Lolita is going to bounce everything back. But oh my word, the Nightmaric Spawn was committed. And Terizla was the first one to fall on first blood. going in favor of Yuzong in the top lane, as we do see, well, once more, Platinum Snap lands onto Lolita. Nightmaric Spawn has been committed. However, no follow through just yet, and well, it's 1.5 minutes to go into this match, and it's currently 500 gold lead in favor of Akira Protocol.
Yes, that was a very fast rotation by Zox, having to secure a first kill, and right now with Yuzon making a fast rotation onto the mid lane, very much putting pressure onto mid lane. It's a very interesting rotation there, and having to abandon top. Drizzler did manage to take advantage by actually just starting to farm there, and it's going to be 10 seconds into for the first total of the minute.
Yeah, agreed. Yeah, Jodatay obviously trying to keep his own currently, not having the number advantage in the top lane. Leomord just trying to, well, okay, let's see. He did move. Sorry, that was premature pause. Alright.
Yes, it's a premature pause. He was kind of stunned, but this still puts him behind as...
Alright, the engagement is on to Melissa, as we do see Lunox coming in with a light ult. However, Melissa was still standing, but Larry and B securing that kill onto Melissa. As well, we do see Akira Protocol is going to go for the blue buff invade. So it was a kill for a turtle exchange. Just at the, well, the first turtle of this match. Leomut Sekai is still behind on farm. However, we do see Zarsk popping off the Nightmaric Spawn, just zoning away Spicy Boy at this moment. Alright, but I'm very curious to see how this mirroring is going to come in from both roamers in this match, especially with the teams knowing each other so well. So the mirroring from the roams are going to be very important, as we do see Spicy Boy get stunned up. However, Nightmaric Spawn has been committed. Yuzong off screen secures a kill onto Leomord. So Leomord not having a good time at this moment. However, Larry and B secures the kill onto Yuzong. That's a 1-for-1 exchange.
That's a very 1-for-1 exchange. It's interesting seeing how Akira is putting such heavy pressure onto Ferox. Very much dominating early game, but it's looking equal right now, with both teams having two for two points. And looks like now they're putting possible pressure, also trying to actually zone out Ferox from actually taking strong advantage over map control. And looking now, they're rotating to bot lane.
Yeah, so we do see Brook is trying to get that set up with a Lolita. However, heavy spin comes in from Akai. Will Marcel be able to get that golden hour off? Yes, sir. Nightmaric Spawn just landed into that golden hour, and Efa Atu Vikesa. Dina Pachal, welcome to the stream. I don't even know what you said, but I hope I said it correctly. Anabi currently in a lot of danger in the bot lane, but pressure being kept onto her as we move into the mid lane, as the Luminar Blast lands onto no one. Lunox just popped that light ult from her to stay safe and not be able to get caught by the Luminar Blast.
Indeed, and right now Akai with so much freedom is going to take the first total of actually the second total of this match. Very much showing absolute dominance. Akira having such fearsome control over the map. They're not letting any possible engagement taking place, and now Teresa having to engage onto the Panda solo. Not very much advised, but we do see Yuzon there having to actually cut minions there for a possible takedown on the top Teresa, and also
heavy spin being committed from Akai, and it's been on to Jodatay. Will Teresa be able to survive this? No, sir. Yuzong picks up the kill onto Jodatay, but Melissa got caught out in the bot lane once more. However, Marcel is trying to get the first tier 1 turret taken down in favor of Ferox Esports, and managed to do so. It is at the 5.5 minute mark. It's 4-3, 1 kill advantage in favor of Ferox Esports, as well as a 1.2k, make that a 1.3k gold lead currently for Ferox Esports.
Akira is very much surprising me with how they somehow managed to secure a neutral objective. But despite this effect, it's looking like Ferox still has an impressive goal lead despite having to surrender Turtle twice in this game. It could very much showcase their absolute resilience, in spite of the fact that they had initial Leo mod with having to suffer from a bit of AFK-ness. And right now they're gonna, looks like Akira having to take down the critical turret, being mid lane without a defender. This is not looking good on the side of Ferox. Having to lose a mid turret this early on, this could
Nightmare Spawn being committed by Zosk, nearly catching out Marcel. However, Brook is trying to get that set and that vision onto Ferox Esports. Will we see the wraparound play landing onto Yuzong? Yes sir, Marcel does get that platinum snap. However, the shield has been committed from Lolita. Will she get caught out? It is currently a 3v2 situation here in the top lane. Melissa securing a tier 1 turret in the bot lane to Lunox. Larry and B unfortunately gets caught, as we do see the Black Dragon form has been committed from the Yuzong. However, Akai, he's in deep waters at this moment. He does commit the heavy spin, does spin 2 against the wall, but Honeybee does use a CC immunity to escape. However, Golden Hour lands onto 2. We do see Leomord does commit the Phantom Steed, and that's Zas. Getting caught out in rough fight. Still into the play. Will Melissa be able to secure the kill onto Leomord? And Sakai gets taken down. Honeybee secures the kill onto Melissa. That is a 2-for-1 exchange going in favor of Ferox Esports.
Ferox Esports is actually making a very interesting turnaround. I'm impressed with their combat power. It's very much unique to see this level of resilience. I'm very much impressed, given also they did actually end up having to surrender the turtle, but it's surprising and also impressive how they can showcase this level of resilience. It could likely be an impressive turnaround, and we do see a possible start on the turtle there with Terizla having to start the turtle, and also Lolita giving vision.
It's all going to come down if Akira Protocol need to give me gap, bro. Heavy spin gets committed from Akai. Leomord currently getting spinned up as the Golden Hour lands onto the Nightmaric Spawn and onto Akai. Will Ferox Esports be able to survive this onslaught coming in from Akira Protocol? Nightmaric Spawn is still up and alive. However, the Black Dragon form gets committed from the Yuzong as the Lord just currently, Mama Lord, she's been moved out and just goes back in and out. It's a typical Lord dance at this moment. It's just before the 9-minute mark, and oh boy, this is going to be a contestation for the first Lord of the match.
Yes, this is an early Lord. They did not take the third turtle, so this is an early Lord spawning in. It's looking like all focus are taking place on the Lord's territory, as possible engagements and poking are not taking place, as movement is taking place in top lane.
Yeah, as we do see, Nightmare Spawn has been committed from Zask once more. Terizla not being able to land any penalty zones just yet. Golden Hour does land onto Lolita. Will Lolita be able to escape this as the Phantom Seed gets committed? Marcel secures the kill onto Brook. Ferox Esports starts up the Mama Lord at this moment, as we do see Toxic saying this song is so toxic. It is so famous, bro. I don't know what song you're talking about. This is currently a Lord battle and Lord dance. Heavy spin gets committed from Akai. Akai wins the referee battle and steals the Lord out of Ferox Esports' clutches. But Ferox Esports responds by taking down the final tier 1 turret.
Definitely, this is one of the advantages with Akira Protocol having to take Akai. They managed to secure neutral objective, but Ferox has a good engagement. They have tank melters, so this is possible. This is likely a possible lineup on that side. And looking like now the Lord is clashing in onto mid turret.
Yeah, Phantom Steed was committed. Will we see Leomord being able to catch Zask? The Noah is currently so low. Will Sakai be able to secure it? Yes, sir. But will Lolita be... Oh, Luminon Blast slightly off the mark. So close to catching the Leomord, but Leomord is in hot water right now. As you can see, Akira Protocol is currently wrapping around Sakai. Retribution gets committed, and Sakai catches the kill onto Leomord. Alright, Yuzong is into the mix. Honeybee is yet to play as well. Black Dragon form has been committed. Golden Hour is into the play. It's currently 3 caught up into the Golden Hour. Will Brook be able to turn around the tides here for Akira Protocol as the heavy spin gets committed and pins currently Marcel and Hanabi against the wall. Will Hanabi be able to escape? Oh my word, the Tweedledole comes in from Melissa. Thung catches Link and Link is just like a chain and it's broken and gets sent back to base. That is currently, well, technically it was a 2-for-0 exchange going in favor of Akira Protocol. It's at the 11.5-minute mark. It is currently almost a 2K. That's a 1.9K gold lead of Akira Protocol.
Definitely. And Protox has to play this extremely careful. They cannot afford to lose any more of their heroes. And now possible engagement taking place with Melissa getting taken down by Teresla there. Very much an overextension by Melissa there. Very much unintended. As right now, Ferox is forced into defense mode. They have to defend. They cannot raise any more plays, but they're still going on with the glowing hour.
As the golden hour does land, the Nightmaric spawn has been committed defensively. Black Dragon form gets committed from the Yuzong. He's trying to get that play onto the back line. But Teresla is just blocking Yuzong, saying, I've got something to say, and lands the penalty zone. Gets the final revenge kill onto Yuzong. Leomore does pop the Phantom Steed, but Zask is out and away.
Wow, that was a very impressive offense. Did not really saw that coming at all. And now the second Lord is about to pop in 5 seconds. Ferox does appear to have some ground control on the Lord. It doesn't feel like Akira Protocol is interested, but Melissa there all alone, very much taking a risky bet, and Marcel trying to zone them out.
But penalty zone does land onto Melissa. The stay away does not help her in that engagement. Phantom Steed has been committed from the Leomord as well. It is currently the MM out of the play for Akira Protocol. Could this be a devastating moment for Akira Protocol? Could Ferox Esports turn the tides and end this match with this law? It could be doable.
It's very much possible. So long they play it right, they have a possible advantage. And now Akai right now, all alone, having melted by Hanabi. This is something that you would expect. This is very much the kind of lineup that Akira Protocol Ferox was hoping to go with by picking Hanabi. The Akira did go for a very tanky lineup, but now the glowing one taking place in mid lane doesn't look like there is any chance with the Phantom Steed popping in, taking out Lolita.
Yeah,
this very much takes down their first, one of the tank.
Now that golden hour just landing properly, catching out 3. All right, allowing the continuation of this onslaught coming in from Ferox Esports. Mama Lord is currently onto the tier 3 base. That is the first base cracked open. Leomord gets, Yuzong gets caught out by Lunox, and it's Phantom Steed onto the back line. Lunox picking up a double kill. Will Sung be able to do something here? Sky Piercer procs, and that's a triple kill in favor of Lunox. Unfortunately, Maniac got taken away from Larry and B, and this is Ferox Esports with the dubs in the first match of the evening. GG's well played to both teams, but Ferox just turning tides on this match, and oh my golly gosh. So MVP goes to Sung, the Akai, 2-1-1, and the MVP of this first match goes to Spicy Boy with a Marcel, 3-0-9. So ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have that pause screen up and running. Please hit that like, share and subscribe button. Enjoy the music whilst we get the next lobby set and sorted out for you.
Race and feel that break, it's inside. Wide awake. Don't run, don't fight, don't speak. Every breath getting weak, too deep, too far, no sleep. It's inside, underneath. Alone.
Slow burn. swag on me. Oh, soul rhythm deep in my chest. Every breath like a test, like a test. Guitar crying a minor key. Something out there watching me. Feel it close, but I can't see. Just shadows following me. Wait, something ain't right. Run now, don't slow, don't freeze. Heartbeat banging like a drum in me. Too close, can't breathe, can't think. Dark outside and it's hunting me, yeah. Run now, don't stop, don't turn. Feel that pressure, feel that burn. Too late, no space, no peace. Everything closing in on me. Back to the groove, but it feel off. Same road, but the light gon' solve. Strings cry, yeah, the tone get rough. Like the world just ain't enough. Dust rising the worn out boots. Truth hit harder than the proof. Something moving in the roots. Feel it crawling, feel it move. Oh, it's getting closer. Run now, don't slow, don't freeze. Heartbeat banging like a drum in me. Too close, can't breathe, can't think. Dark outside and it's hunting me, yeah. Run now, don't stop, don't turn. Feel that pressure, feel that burn. Too late, no space, no peace. Everything closing in on me. Everything closing in on me. Still there. Still there. For the team. From zero, cold nights, no light, just a vision, one mic. No name, no hype, just fight. Built it brick by brick. Alright. Every doubt turned to fuel. Every loss made me move. But it wasn't just me in the room. Every step I was walking with you. Hold up. Hands up if you've been here. All this time, yeah, we still here. From the dark to the light. 2K, that's life. Yeah, we built this side by side.
Well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Up next, we've got Boy G Esports up against Poisonous Gaming, right? This is the second match of the evening, and we are pretty much ready and good to go. Ready up, please. what a way to start off the evening, right? Yeah, all my love and support is going to go to Void G Esports, and I'm gonna try to be as unbiased as possible.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. No favoritism.
All right, so both teams are ready, and into the drafting phase we go.
Wow.
What is your expectations for this match? What do you
Well,
think? What role do you think is first going to get banned out?
well, I could see conventional bans such as, well, Flu right off the bat, and also possible Sora, the meta heroes getting cleaned out, like Masol and so on. Those are my expectations. Kind of conventional. Like, it's always same thing. I called it Zushin ban, and now could we see a Masol, a Sora ban, or even Grog? And again, like it's gonna be Alice. These are immediate bans.
Your team is banning.
And Gigamba not getting cleaned out.
Your team is banning.
And also Sora as well. It's very much interesting because to see Void G Sports very much going for meta bans. These are very conventional bans. It's kind of common to see them, especially in normal ranked lobbies. These are very typical conventionals. And yet, okay, now we're going to see Angelic Fury being the first one to pick on the side of Void G Esports. So let's see what they're going to pick as their opening startup. There isn't much meta heroes to first pick, so looks like very much
I am a daughter of
Northern
Vale. I swear to protect it till my last breath.
And they just grabbed that opening. It was a very interesting, very fantastic first pick, but Freya in of itself, she can be countered if the opposition picks someone like perhaps, I would think, Minsita or Phobius. Phobius, well, because like Freya has very much dash bams. So she likes to dash a lot, so it does give Phobius some feeding ground. Phobius can typically activate his
My mission is to protect lives.
Very much a very recommended pick, but instead it looks like the Poisonous Game is going to respond with a tanky,
need no protection from the rain.
Picks as the opening, and I could consider that as a response. Void Esports could just counter by picking Carry. Carry has been one of those responsive bands, respective picks in response to a tanky opposition lineup. So I wonder if Void is going to consider picking Carry, although they did pick Freya, who could likely be picked in attempt to go gold lane. Freya has been a huge favorite going
Crowned
gold.
by heaven's mandate, my legacy shall endure.
Like instead, they're gonna go with
Magic is my life.
Gonna go with Harith as their favorite pick in response to a tanky lineup on the side of PG2. Not exactly a huge favorite, but in response, looks like PG2 is going to respond with who could likely be a response to Freya. It's very common to see Minsita being picked right after a Freya pick. So it's that kind of very, sequence of picks that is normally expected, especially in ranked lobbies. I cannot disagree against that. Normally, I would have preferred Phobius, because Phobius, in addition to having to counter Freya, he can also compromise the opposition's backline. Phobius is extremely annoying and can deal insane damage while also having such a ridiculous sustain, especially with that insane spell ban. Overall, in response, it looks like they're gonna ban Lancelot. Lancelot, interesting. I don't know anyone on Void who is very skilled with Lancelot, but it looks like they banned Lancelot in a possible targeted ban against Void, and in response they went with Valentina. Valentina has been picked, has been banned, and also in response, a meta ban by Poisonous Gaming is Harley. Harley has been a huge thorn. He has been such a huge ban, and it's not surprising, but very typical. In fact, I do respect the Harley ban, which we can agree that Harley has a huge unique potential to compromise the backline. So it's coming off as a very respectable ban on the side of PG2. Very much coming off with two bans with Lancelot and Harley. Both are junglers, so not having any interest to ban anyone else. And it looks like it's going to be on the side of Void Esports having to make the final ban. It's going to be Olivia. Looks like both team went for jungle bans and mage bans. Interesting. As we
Need
see
some stitches? I can help.
Who will be facing up against Harley. Harley, I can't say again that on the side of, I'm sorry?
Against the Harith.
Yes, Harith. Now, I could say that it would have been much more better if they went with
Valor and royalty in a dead body.
Phobius has such a
Sand rises when I give the word.
The opposition, many of the Void Esports have dashy heroes. Phobius will just absolutely rule everyone. Overall, I cannot disagree. Void Esports have an advantage. They do have a strategy in mind, especially as I see the final picks being Leomord and Khalid there. They have a unique potential with strong mobility. This allows them to very much have a unique potential to sort of have map control. But PGT has strength in tankiness, which Void Esports does not have strength to counter, but this will just boils down to micro and macro. So let's see how this will turn out.
Well, look, if we're going to look at the two teams draft, right, I'm going to favor Void Esports a lot more. The only thing that they would need to look at and focus on getting out of the way is the Minotaur, because the Minotaur is not going to give the Freya a lot of space to work with, because Freya doesn't love crowd control whatsoever. But I'm not going to take anything away from Poisonous Gaming, right? They've got a nice combo here, but for me, it's the potential and combination that the Void Esports have got into this match. Especially combining with the Fury of the Phoenix, they've got a lot of control here, and they should be able to have the upper hand in team fights. But speaking of fights, right, we do see Angelic Fury getting the first hit in this match, landing onto Tyrese. Kagura taking a lot of damage, was forced to pop that heal, but will she be able to sustain through all of this, as we do see Juvia just zoning out onto Riki, trying to allow Shading Scat to get that jungle invaders. We do see Zetian does get Riki down to a, optimal space as Shading Scat pops the retribution to steal Riki away from Poisonous Gaming.
Yes, and as we saw just now, Freya did attempt a lane cut right there, possibly trying to engage the lineup. And right now, Khalid now just poking onto that was a close one, with Khalid almost taking Baxia's purple buff right there. Really almost. That was so close.
Yeah, well, let's see how this match is going to continue on. The question is, I'm very curious to see how this map rotation is going to, as we do see Zetian and Khalid going to the top lane. Kagura is forced back to the mid lane. Will they be able to get this pressure onto Melissa? Will they be able to catch Melissa? That's the question. First hit of this match will spawn in the next 10 seconds, as we do see G Esports is going to rotate for the first turtle of the match. Poisonous Gaming does currently have the number advantage. Phantom Steed was committed. Mincetar with the pokes coming in. And will Baxia get caught out? The ripple effect drops like a gumdrop in a bottle of water. But Mincetar picking up with the first kill onto the Freya. Question is, that was more than likely King's Calling being committed. That was slightly off screen. Shadix Cat does start the first turtle of the match. Oh, never mind. King's Calling was still available. As we do see the Fury of the Phoenix does get committed from Angelic Fury. Will Shadix Cat be able to escape? The Tarnished one does do the damage and does catch the kill. But Freya gets the revenge for a teammate. It's currently a 2-for-1 exchange going in favor of G Esports.
G Esports, what an impressive team fight right there with Mincetar having to pull in Leomod, and still Leomod managed to survive. And now Baxia having to be zoned out, having to surrender the turtle as he was almost taken down. What an impressive supreme map control there with Khalid.
Yeah, as well, we do see the zoning coming in from Juvia, right? Just keeping Poisonous Gaming huddled up at the blue buff, right? And this shooting grants Shadix Cat the first turtle of the match in favor of G Esports. As well, Ecstasy and the Tarnished one, they are loving their brawl fights. Will UC Phantom Steed gets committed from Leomord. Will we see that invade onto Mincetar? No, sir.
Nope. Looks like Mincetar is now gonna be taken down, but Hylos very much out of position, possibly take down, but looks like that he has to actually retreat right there.
I'm gonna try and pronounce this name. I'm gonna try and pronounce this name. Lego Wego Alfiego. Lego Wego Alfiego trying to get the zoning in, but the Messi does not be able to land as we do see Angelic Fury. However, the Sandstorm is into play. The Fury of the Phoenix gets committed from the Zintian, and the players in Glorious Pathway gets committed. But no harm, no foul. That is currently a 3-for-1 exchange going in favor of G Esports.
G Esports having strong synergy, very much taking advantage of the map, not really giving much opening on the side of PGT. This is very impressive play by G Esports, and now Harith, all alone in top lane, has to make a very fast retreat right there.
Yeah, Harith needed to be careful right there, nearly falling to the clutches of Poisonous Gaming. J King 1017. Well, why? Why? Tell me why. Tell me why you say no. Why is it no? Give me the reason why it's no. As Mincetar, well, is currently winning the battle against Freya in the bot lane. As well, that's the third death onto Freya coming in from the Tarnished one.
Yes, and we have 5 seconds in for the test total. And looking now, Melissa
getting caught out from the Phantom Steed via Leomord, as that is another tier 1 turret going in favor of G Esports. However, Poisonous Gaming does secure the second turtle of this match. Right, will we see the invade? Well, yes, we do see the invade. It's currently onto the red buff coming in from G Esports. G Esports is putting a lot of pressure onto Poisonous Gaming, and looking at just before the second 6-minute mark, right? Killing spree coming in for the Leomord just before the 6-minute mark, right? It's currently 4 kills in favor of G Esports, and they're currently rocking a 1.4k gold lead. And Freya looks like needs to find her groove against this Mincetar, as the Tarnished one gets caught out and will get cut off by the Khalid with a scimitar.
Mincetar was taken down largely because he was alone and there was no backup, and Void Esports took advantage of that out of position. This is looking like Void Esports taking advantage of the mistakes on the side of PG2.
Zoer, it's Void G Esports. You're confusing the
Void G.
Void Girls.
I'm sorry.
You can say Void Girls. I mean, because it's an all-girl team. Yes.
Alright. I just used the acronym, the abbreviation. It's just Void, and the other is PGT, but I get it.
Yeah, well, looking at the current situation, Void G Esports has got 2 tier 1 turrets in their favor. That does give them the map advantage. We do see the glorious pathway, and the Tweedledole has been committed coming in from Poisonous Gaming, trying to break the defense coming in from Void G Esports, but not being able to do so at this moment. Third and final turtle will spawn up in the next 10 seconds. What will Poisonous Gaming do coming into this next match, or going into this next play at the third and final turtle objective? The Tweedledole was committed coming in from the Melissa. Melissa, Juju needs to do the best, right? I saw them calling him Juju in the chat. Juju needs to just find that right opening and getting that Tweedledole with the Inspire correctly landed so that, well, the needles can shred. And speaking of which, the glorious pathway gets committed. King's Calling is into the mix as well. And oh my, Whisker Biscuits. It is currently a 2-for-1 exchange. We do see the Valkyrie's Descent has been committed. And that's a double kill coming in from Ecstasy. And it's only Melissa left alive. Well, and Bucks here in the top lane. But this should be GG's as Void G Esports secures the final tier 1 turret in favor of Void G Esports.
Yes, Void G Esports taking down all the turrets. They see the opportunity, and in response, Bucks here all alone in top lane, very much split pushing. This gives them a possible edge, but he needs to get away as Khalid right there is in the mix. But now Void G Esports taking the advantage, really just taking down all the turrets. This really gives them much level of map opening. They have freedom of to move around the whole map without
as reduced to Phantom Steed has been committed from the Leo mode. Baxia gets caught out. Glorious pathways onto the back line. We do see the hook gets landed from Mincetal with the King's Calling. However, that's a 2-for-2 exchange. Currently, an even team fight just at the 9-minute mark. It is 14-8, 6 kills advantage going in favor of Void G Esports, as well, technically, let's just call it 2 + 2 - 1 is 3 quit maths. Gold lead in favor of Void G.
Yes, Void Esports having a unique map control advantage. They taken out most of the turrets. This gives them a lot of advantage, a lot of freedom to possibly take the first turtle of the map. It's just one turret left, and now poking on the bugs here right there with Khalid. Just 10 seconds in for the first Lord to spawn in. Void G just needs to to keep up their map control, really put a lot of pressure in.
Yeah, well,
and, okay, look.
First Lord of this match, Mama Lord, has spawned up. And Chill, to answer your question, right, it's only Void G Esports that is currently a full female team in this matchup, right? Poisonous Gaming, probably a combination, mix of players. Well, not probably, most definitely a mix, sexes of players. In any case, the Phantom Steed gets committed. Fury of the Phoenix is into the mix, and it's currently Void G Esports with the upper hand as the Salmon Force comes in, and Harith picks up a double kill. However, Ecstasy gets taken down by the mage with the umbrella named Akira. That's a 2-for-1 exchange going in favor of Void G Esports. They're currently sitting pretty with this gold lead, and they should be able to secure at least that tier 2 turret and, well, crack onto a tier 3 turret, should their wave management be in order.
Yes, the wave management should be in order. They have to maintain synchronization of all lanes if they hope to possibly take down the inhibitor turrets onto PGT Poisonous Gaming 2. They just need to maintain strong map control, and possibly if the Poisonous Gaming tried to overextend, they should have the upper hand since they don't have turrets to hide from.
Alright, as we do see, both teams are going to decide to have this battle at the tier 1 turret in the mid lane, as we do see, Valkyrie's Descent gets committed defensively. Over Bucks here, and Hylos is currently running as unit. Glorious pathway gets committed. Will Juvia be able to close the gap onto them as the flicker play comes in from Mincetal? King's Calling is into the mix, and no sir. No hook into the play as well. Mincetar is keeping the zone onto them too, but it's 3-on-1. And Khalid will be able to will be able to most definitely gets taken down in that engagement. However, Jadex Cat onto the back line. Does secure one kill onto Melissa. Is currently onto Mincetar. Ilos does get the stun off, but Mincetar just misses the hook. Void G Esports so close to getting that one in the bag. It's a 2-for-1 exchange going in favor of Void G Esports.
Yes, Void G Esports very much continuing the pressure, and they managed to take down their first inhibitor turrets on the side of BG2, Poisonous Gaming 2, and looks like they're going to take down the second mid turret now taking place and possible action taking.
Glorious pathway gets given. Phantom Steed not being able to save Jadex Cat as well. Behemoth not being able to be that trusty steed that Behemoth needed, right? However, Void G Esports did have a successful crack onto the base of Poisonous Gaming, securing one tier 3 turret and, well, nearly having the second one. However, we do see the engagement is currently onto Khalid. Will we see the Fury of the Phoenix gets committed from the Zetian, but that is just to allow Juvia to escape, as we do see that Sand Prayer coming in and revitalizing Juvia on the Khalid.
Yes, 30 seconds coming in for the second Lord. Preparation should be in, and as we do see Mincetar giving vision on the Lord's area. They have to in some strategy secure, just basically have a unique control over the Lord. This is what Poisonous Gaming is going to do, not to allow Void to take the second turtle.
The stun is on to Khalid. However, Sandstorm has been committed. Phantom Steed is into play as well. Glorious pathway just laying out the red carpet coming in from Poisonous Gaming as Juju the Best gets the kill onto Khalid, and that's currently a 1-for-0 exchange. And could this be the moment that Poisonous Gaming needed to get the tides turned around onto Void G Esports, as we do see Mincetar dumping onto the back line. King's Calling is in the mix. However, Kagura takes a lot of does not take, she escapes the amount of damage. However, the Phantom Steed continues. Melissa secures the Lord in favor of Poisonous Gaming. That is currently a 2-for-1 exchange going in favor of Void G Esports.
Yes, Void G Esports having to secure the second Lord, but at what cost? Given since that Void G Esports still has a strong advantage. They have that map control with many minions having actually cleared out, but now it looks like the second turtle, the second Lord is on the side of Poisonous Gaming, but it looks like Void G Esports has the advantage to just melt it down, so it's gonna be a wasted Lord right there. But it could give some edge, as right now Melissa is having some freedom to actually just split push and just clear out minions and get some of that goal, which they desperately need, as this is turning out to be a possible late game potential. This is generally a certain moments that Void G Esports Poisonous Gaming needs, but I wouldn't recommend with Mincetar just very much alone. It's just overextended.
Does jump onto Mincetar. Will the Tarnished one get caught out here? The Phantom Steed has been committed. King's Calling is into play. However, Zetkin does secure the kill onto Mincetar, and that is XP Laner out of play. Zaman Force was committed from the Harith just to have that speed up and escape a Lego Wiggle El Diego. Más, por favor. Más, sí, señor. The Phantom Steed is into the match. Play again. I have a glorious pathway. It has laid the red carpet for everyone to escape, but Lotus gets the ripple effect once more, and that could be a bubble for Poisonous Gaming.
Yes, Poisonous Gaming now realizing that Void G Esports has the advantage, forced to actually begin defending, and it's now looking good for Poisonous Gaming. They have to prioritize defending. They cannot force any unauthorized engagements. As they're now into the last.
Si, senor! Glorious pathway has been committed. Oh, but the King's Calling does does not manage to do anything. Hylos will get taken down. That's a double kill coming in from the Harith. And well, it seems like this is the moment for Voyager Esports to end this, right? They do have the number advantage. However, Melissa does have that shredding defense, you know, with the needles and the Tweedledall. Phantom Steed gets committed. Will Liam Ward get caught out here? Jadex Cat does take a lot of damage. However, Khalid is onto the back line with the Sandstorm. And it's legendary getting picked up from the Harris. This is the moment for Voyager Esports. If they can get the minion waves, that's going to come in right now. They need to focus onto the Nexus and end this. And well, that should be it. That seems like it is. Oh!
It's not it.
It's not it. Khalid gets taken down by the Melissa. And that is, well, a 1-for-1 exchange in the base.
Definitely 1-for-1. It was almost over, but they did manage to defend. That was very lucky on the side of Business Gaming. Now they have to play it careful. They have to strategize. They have to find some leverage. But even still, what Esports is now going to take the third Lord, which could very much be a potential end to this match. They have a strong advantage, both in numbers and essentially gold lead. This is now very much looking good, especially with the base having taken already some huge chunk of damage. This is a possible endgame.
Well, you know, just in case, this is the moment that people need to start picking up immortalities, right? We're way past the 15-minute mark. Everyone is pretty much full build, right?
Yeah.
We need to see those immortalities. Poisonous Gaming, they, as we could see, they do have the base defense. There's no way of denying that. They've got the wave clearance, and look at how the Lord is being shredded. However, the ripple effect, the King's Calling does land onto Juvia. Will Juvia get caught out? The Sand Prayer has been committed. However, Harris does get the kill onto Mincetar. That's a double kill as the Sand Force does do what it's supposed to do. And that is a full team wipe. And Voyager Esports just saying, Si, senor. Si, senor. Alright, GG's well played to both teams, but Voyager Esports just coming like a bat out of hell, with Lotus picking up the MVP with the Harith, and that's 12-0 and 6 going in favor of, well, Lotus. In any case, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get that pause screen up and running as my emulator just decided to reboot for some apparent floofball reason, but we will be back with you in just a jiffy.
Every face, every moment you stayed, when it felt like it wouldn't break, you the reason it changed. Now it's louder, bigger, real, still the same, still the feel. We don't, we just reveal what we build and what we will. Never fall, never fade. Stay. Stand is the path that we made. We rise, we rise, we rise. All night, we rise, we rise. Side by side, side by side.
feel it changing, don't you? Blue light bleeding through the haze, slow shift in the way it plays. Every step rearrange the space, like the world don't feel the same. Something turning in the air, pulling deeper, pulling there. Every breath got weight to bear,
like a voice without a prayer. I hear it.
Call me in,
No warning.
it begins.
Let go.
Stand close,
Don't fight.
just know. Step in,
Feel that change.
no fear,
No name.
new ground.
No frame.
We rise, we claim, no past,
No change.
no loss,
Just gain.
too far to stay the same.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are back, right? Up next, we've got Evokers up against Spaza Gaming, right? Spaza Gaming, they've had a very nice road to where they currently at, right? And just a hidden info or notification for everyone to know. Spaza Gaming is a PUBG mobile team that is currently causing and wreaking havoc here in the MLBB scene. So, the question is, will they be able to overcome this tall team that is known as Evokers? Right? We all know Eisen, we all know Anvi. Look, Evokers is not a team to, just look past. But without further ado, let's jump into the third match of the evening. Yeah, with Evokers in the blue corner and Spaza Gaming in the red.
Yes, it's gonna be Evokers versus us. Alright. Okay, looks like we started off in the drafting phase. It's gonna be Evokers with, the first allied team ban. Let's see. Conventional bans are usually what we expect is Zorak, Delu, Freya, all those conventional bans, as well as Zushin, another heavyweight. But let's see what they're gonna first ban. I'm very much curious. And opening off with a Gacha ban, quite very much unconventional. I could measure it as a possible targeted ban, but I cannot disagree against it. Also, looks like Spaza Gaming is gonna go with a Zushin ban, a very meta ban right there. It's very much conventional, quite normal. You always expect that kind of ban. It's not so uncommon. And in response, Invoker is gonna go with Gord ban. I cannot really see Gord as a very powerful threat, but he with good positioning and very striking damage, especially true damage from Gord, he does very much level up to being a monster in very much strong use case. And also on the side of Spaza Gaming, gonna go with a meta ban, very much going with a huge series of meta bans right there with a sort of ban. I could likely see a possible Marcel ban as another sequence, but looking at this, Evokers are not really going with the meta bans. They just keeping it normal, keeping it very much casual. I could only suspect that they're just banning what they think could be a threat to their lineup, and especially also with a blue ban right there coming off on Eisen there, banning off the blue. Let's see what in response, what will they ban? It looks like they're gonna go with Harley, a huge famous ban right there. And another opening, quite an interesting sequence. We did see Voichi Esports also picking Freya as their first pick right there, and Evokers having to also witness in opening on Freya. They're gonna pick Freya right there. Interesting.
I am a daughter
Freya
of
has
Northern
been
Vale.
such a
I swear to protect it
huge
till my last
favorite
breath.
in this tournament, in the season, especially since she was revamped. Interesting, and also in response to the Freya pick, we see Alice, another meta hero on the spot, also who has been been revamped as well. He has grown in popularity ever since she was revamped, and now also we got the feather airstrike woman right there, the queen of airstrike, being selected there
My
by
kiss
Spaza
grants you
Gaming.
immortality
Interesting.
death.
I could see a lot of aerial assault. What will Envy and Aizen? They haven't picked off the junglers, the core heroes, and this is where we start to see the kind of draft they're gonna go with. This is typically the spot that they'll start to pick off the core heroes. This is usually that kind of system, and it looks like again we're gonna see a Lunox in this lineup. Interesting. Very much quite the popularity as well, with Lunox having to make a huge presence there. I can only suspect that the Lunox is picked to counter
my dream world.
Alice. Alice has such a heavy sustain, and Lunox has that tanky crusher potential. So this is likely what Evokers is going for by picking Lunox. And also, right now, we see a Belleric pick right there. Belleric recently got
Mighty oaks from little acorns grow.
He has started making some unique presence in this tournament. So it can be respected that Belleric has some unique potential going in this match. I can only measure that Belleric is here in order to counter Freya. There the taunt potential there is generally just annoying. However, also in response on the side of Spaza Gaming, they go with a Masal ban. I kind of anticipated that given the initial series of bans they've gone with. I mean, typically when we see Zushin, Sora, Harley, you would just imagine that they're gonna ban someone like Marcel. Very, very typical series of bans there on the side of Spaza Gaming. Also with the ban on Xborg, who has a unique potential to be a threat to Fasa there, especially when she's using the feathered airstrike. And also looks like Invokers is just gonna go with a series on just banning marksman. Interesting. And it's gonna be Victor MVP being the one to make the first pick on the side of Spaza Gaming. They haven't picked the jungler as well as the marksman. So let's see what they're gonna pick first. I'm not sure if they're interested in exposing the jungler yet. It's very conventional to always last pick a jungler unless you want to use someone like Leomord or Sayu, because Sayu is often picked early in order to avoid the opposition taking him before yourself.
Chivalry is dead.
It looks like they're going to
I will revive it.
Flint. This gives them a huge edge in dealing some pretty skill-based damage. I can measure that this is something to be respected, especially given also that Evokers doesn't yet have a very tanky lineup.
Come on, Dexter. It's our showtime.
As their roamer. So they don't have a very strong tanky team. But on the other hand, Spaza Gaming has that tanky potential. So it goes to show that perhaps Evokers could have likely gone with Carry, but instead of go with
Alpha is online.
Claude, but Claude still has a very powerful potential to melt down tanks so long as he's utilized well. And the final pick is gonna be Alpha and
The Immortal One chose me to
Sayu.
vanquish the
Interesting.
shadows that plague
Spaza
this
Gaming went
world.
for a very unique, I would say, tanky lineup. Alice as well as Belleric very much make a unique frontline potential. Not so much with Evokers. Evokers just pretty much went for a very pick off, especially with the Cho there. That could very much be a counter against Farsa during the Feather Airstrike. And looks like that's the end of this drafting phase. I'm not sure which lineup or which composition could I favor. I do favor a bit on the Spaza Gaming. They have that tanky lineup. I'm a huge favorite for tanky lineups. But go for a very pick off. Claude can very much just zone in the Farsa there during the first airstrike. This gonna be an interesting match.
Yeah, well, looking at the drafts, right?
5 seconds till the enemy
Sometimes
reaches the
you know
battlefield.
the question
Smash
is:
them.
are you going to go just for meta picks?
All
Are you going to
troops
go
deployed.
for comfort, or are you going to go for unconventional draft? Because you know meta trumps comfort, but meta comfort, does do anything. As we do see, SG Toyota is in the live chat. Karpu taking a lot of damage, and Belleric, so close to being the first blood going in favor of Evokers. Right, so I'm very curious to see how this matchup is going to play out, because Evokers, they do have this aggressive style, and I'm very curious to see how Spaza Gaming is going to do when they play on the back foot. But in any case, we do see that there's the Litho does go in favor of Spaza Gaming. The Freya coming in from the rotation from the top lane, just trying to get the pressure onto the mid lane, and well, Suyu just the missing on that first kill.
Definitely. It does look like they're going for an early game pressure there. And with an airborne assault there. Belleric forced to retreat so fast.
Yeah, Chow as well. So both roamers getting forced to back off right now. However, Freya is doing a lot of damage onto this Alice, right? Well, however, the longer this match is going to go, the more in favor it is going to come in favor for the Alice, right? However, we did see potential jungle invade, but the first blood does go in favor of Suyu as Grumpy Gnome takes on the Freya. That's 2-0 exchange going in favor of Spaza Gaming.
Definitely. That was an early game advantage right there. Sayu picking on Lunox there, giving him a very strong advantage, getting all that gold. This gives him a unique urge to just, decimate.
Suyu does get that damage onto Chow. Will Anvi be able to escape this? Anvi takes a lot of damage. Right, the Anvi and Aizen being ex-state Dynasty players, it's just nice to see what they do in other teams. But in any case, Aizen gets the kill onto Vector MVP off this map, off the screen, as we do see Freya with the Valkyrie's descent is onto the back line. We do see the Throne of Ruin that's land onto 3. However, Freya is still in the mix. She does get a lot of damage onto Suyu. However, will we see the Way of the Dragon? Oh, there's no Way of the Dragon just yet. And that is currently first little going in favor of Evokers. And that will be a jungle invade onto Riki being successful.
Yes, that was a very fiery team fight right there. It's very much interesting. And looking here, a risky play by Alpha there, just crashing in with the ultimate and not landing a single hit. Yeah, very much risky there.
The Spear of Alpha just slightly off the mark, right? But looking at Evokers, they try to keep the pressure here onto Suyu, trying to get the continuous invade. Oh, do we see the Way of the Dragon does land onto Capo? The Feathered Airstrike has been committed. Grumpy Gnome needs to be careful with the Faza. That positioning for that Feather Airstrike needs to be on point, especially if like a Chow is still up and Freya is potentially around the corner. You don't want to be too close towards the team fight.
Definitely. And now Sayu poking on Lunox right there, so alone. He has to force a retreat right there.
Yeah, light ult was committed coming in from Lunox, right? Spaza Gaming is being forced into the bot lane. Will we see the Wrath of Giants? Yes, the Wrath of Giants does land onto 3. However, Spear of Alpha lands onto the Belleric. However, Spear, Valkyrie's descent was committed as we do see the Feather Day Strike coming in from Grumpy Gnome. It is currently just past the 4-minute mark. It's 5-2 going in favor of Evokers, and they currently have a 1k gold lead.
They have a very unique gold advantage right now, as possible pressure is taking place in mid lane.
Alright, the Chow does get that knockback onto Suyu. Right, Spaza Gaming just trying to keep the minions off of the chunk of butter. Alice was left alone to free farm in the top lane, so Devotion will have a slight advantage with regards to gold in the top lane. However, we do see Chow trying to get that vision, trying to force plays coming in from Spaza Gaming. Right, Lunox is currently just waiting for this Belleric to show his face. However, the second total of the smash has started up. Throne of Ruin is into the play as well as the Rapid Strike. Feather Day Strike has been committed as well. But the whole blazing duet comes in from Claude, and oh my word, it's currently a double kill coming in for Freya. That's a 3-for-1 exchange going in favor of Evokers, and that's successful invade onto the blue buff.
Definitely, I have to applaud with how Freya makes such an insane rotation, always in team fights, very much giving her team an early a number advantage. This is something that you would expect from a Freya pick, especially given also that Freya was free, she wasn't banned, and this is the sort of situation that Spaza Gaming should have likely banned Freya as strong as they show such strong team fight potential.
Well, Spaza Gaming, they need to be patient, right? They don't currently, with them being so far behind on gold, they need to be patient. What you need right now is Evokers to come to you. Group up, take this as a team fight. Throne of Ruin does land onto Freya. However, we do see the taunt coming in from Belleric, right? Alpha and Freya is being kept at bay as Suyu does clear that minion wave, right? But look at Andy, look at this positioning coming in. Oh, but the Way of the Dragon does land onto Grumpy Gnome. Flicker play comes in from the Faza. However, will Faza be able to survive this place situation onto the back line? However, that's 2-for-0 exchange going in favor of Evokers, right? Kirito taking a lot of damage, right? Freya needs to receive the respect on her name right now.
Definitely. This is why Freya is normally banned. She's showing some heavy damage potential, especially with a lot of team fight potential. This is something that's uniquely not to be allowed. And now, as we see, Spaza Gaming has been forced to actually put into defense mode. They had lost a mid turret. They have to play it safe, and they also had to they're forced to actually concede.
No, Way of the Dragon does land onto Belleric, and Lunox secures the kill onto Belleric, and as Lunox secures our kill, right? But as we do see, Evokers does take down the third and final turtle of this match. Valkyrie's descent has been committed onto Devotion. Alice will definitely be able to sustain this, but Alice is in a lot of hot water right now. It's a 5v1 situation. Suyu coming into the play. Killing spree does go in favor of Alpha. Right, the child just trying to get the plays onto Spaza Gaming and not being able to do so. It's a 1-for-0 exchange going in favor of Evokers. So, just before the 8-minute mark, it's 12-3, and Evokers has a stacked 7k gold lead at this moment. Spaza Gaming, they need to be patient. Zuero, we can hear your conversation, broski. Spaza Gaming needs to be very patient with their plays. They need to get the farm to the likes of the Clint and the Faza. They need to split it up.
Yes, definitely. I can agree that Evokers has some unique potential. They have strong coordination with their assault. It's quite impressive how they can maintain this level of aggression early on. And especially with Cho there poking in, just trying to actually just bait out some skills. It's really coming off as a very impressive playstyle right there. And it looks like possible engagement could likely take place in mid. And it doesn't appear, but they are just moving in.
Yeah, well, Evokers is trying to force the plays out from Spaza Gaming, you know, trying to bait out plays. Throne of Ruin being committed from the Alice. No avail just yet as well. This Valkyrie's Descent has also been baited, so that is currently the second tier 2 turret taken down. Evokers are trying to get the Holy Shields past. Right, it's going to be, well, still 2.5 minutes to go. That is the Holy Shields are up. First Lord, Mama Lord has just spawned up.
Definitely, it's already hit the 9-minute mark, and already just Evokers just really dominating the whole matchup. They have like a 9-point lead at this point, and as well as just a very shocking 10k gold lead possibly. And right now they just secured the Lord without any contest on the opposition.
And we just poking the life out of Belleric right now. You know, like I know you said you don't like the Chow on roam pick in the drafting phase, right? I love these fighter roam plays. I mean, Chow can be so devastating with the displacements, with the Way of the Dragon. It is so annoying. Oh, I missed that. Sorry. Report the cameraman. Report the freaking cameraman. Right, Alpha and Lunox is going to look at this tier 3 tyrant. We need... Spaza Gaming needs Vector MVP in the team fight. Because Clint is such a massive damage dealer as Belleric secures the kill onto the Freya. However, the Holy Shield is popped right on the top and mid and, well, bot lane as well. Right, so will the Evokers be able to get the entry into the base of Spaza Gaming at this moment? Lord is currently shredding through this tier 3 turret, and he does force the flicker out. However, Feathered Airstrike has been committed from the Freya. Blazing to win is onto the back line. Eisen does take a lot of damage, but Spear of Alpha lands onto Devotion, and just like his Devotion from the Alice is sent back to the town.
I'm just generally astonished with how, despite the lineup, Evokers is really showing a very huge map control, especially with offensive strategy. They have a unique and also
Valkyrie's Descent has been, but the draft drives is into play as well. This will be another tier 3 turret taken down in favor of Evokers, right? Did you see what I mentioned about Clint? Right, Clint needs to be with his team. He bursted that Freya down so quickly, right? And Clint, he's jumping onto his items. He needs his items, but Clint is needed with his team. There's no solo plays left. Focus your farm onto the Clint and onto the Fargo. If I was Spaza Gaming, that's your 2 euros that you need to prior on gold right now. The second Lord of the Smash will be up in the next 30 seconds.
Yes, in the next 30 seconds, and only now Spaza Gaming only has 1 turret left. They have to prioritize defense mode. They cannot make any false plays. They need to play it careful.
Yeah, indeed. So, well, a child just scouting out the Belleric. It doesn't seem like Spaza Gaming is going to go in contest, as we don't see any setups for the next Lord of this match. So, if you're not going to set up, leave the few players for the defense and go for that split push. You need a backdoor open somewhere, because Evokers, because your plays have been pretty much on the chessboard right now. Evokers are comfortable at just shredding as a 5-man. Oh, Way of the Dragon just barely off the mark. Spear of the Alpha does not land. However, Rapid Drive does connect onto Alpha. It's a shutdown kill coming in for Suyu as Alice gets the kill onto the Lunox. It's currently a 2-for-nothing exchange going in favor of Spaza Gaming.
Spaza Gaming making some impressive play right there, taking out the two enemies on the side of Invokers. This gives them a numbers advantage. They have
look
to
at the damage coming in from Clint, nearly shredding through the Claude's HP. Right, Claude barely escaping that Clint's damage, right? But that is Mama Lord not being able to do anything. Blazing Duet gets committed onto the Suyu. Suyu gets taken down. Oh, but the Feathered Airstrike does catch out the Claude. Grumpy Gnome, will he be able to escape Freya with the Valkyries? It does catch the Father. However, Freya is still alive, and look at that amount of life steal. And Rat Giants gets committed from the Belleric. Clint gets the kill onto Freya. And that is a, well, technically it was a 3-for-2 exchange going in favor of Spaza Gaming, but in this instance, make it a 2-for-2.
Definitely. This is the sort of advantage that Spaza Gaming has to go for. They need to get these kills. This is the only way they can actually fend off. They did manage to take down the second Lord. This allows Clint to potentially farm more and have a late game potential. This, as long as Spaza Gaming played right, they don't make any risky plays, they have a chance.
Way of the Dragon does land onto Devotion. Throne of Ruin is into the mix. Spaza secures the kill onto Chow. However, it is Suyu and Alpha brawling it out. Rat Giants does connect, and it's a double kill getting picked up from Vector MVP. And that's a 3-for-1 exchange. You see what I've been saying? You see what I've been saying? As soon as the MM is rotating with Spaza Gaming has been having success in the team fights. And that's exactly what they need. But, look, this gold lead has been shredded down. It is only 1.8k gold lead right now. Look, not that gold is going to matter very shortly anymore. But it's going to come down. And I say this, right? Spaza Gaming, they definitely need to contest for this next Lord. Because if they don't, Evokers is going to take this one. Because Evokers, as you can have seen from the start of the match to right now, they've been adapting to Spaza's gameplay.
They generally had an early game advantage, early to mid game, and this forced Spaza Gaming to lose most of their turrets, and this is not good.
Alright, well, we do see Charles trying to get that play, and Way of the Dragon does land onto Spaza, right? Charles does get haunted up by the Belleric. Lord is being left to take this Lord. Yeah, this is
a free Lord.
Yeah, this is a free Lord. This is Evoker's match to lose, right?
Definitely. They still have some advantage. I mean, like, I can agree that this does seem like an end potential in favor of Evokers. They do have an unique potential to end this, so long as they can synchronize all lanes with the Lord. If they can manage that, then Spaza Gaming will have to defend on both lanes, which is not very good, very much not good. And the Lord has just popped in right now, very much going to the mid lane. They really have to group up well. They cannot make any mistakes.
Descent has been committed onto Spaza. Grumpy Gnome gets caught out. Right, Elio Freya has been immobilized, right? But the Valkyrie's Descent is still doing a lot. But Clint gets that unstoppable kill onto Freya. Triple kill gets committed, and it's a maniac for the Alpha as Lunox steals the Savage. But GG's well played from Evokers, right? Spaza Gaming, well played. Well, GG's well played. MVP going to Eisen on the Claude, 4-1 and 14, and Capo picking up the MVP with a Belleric. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to get that music up and running for you whilst we set up the next lobby. Please hit that like, share, and subscribe button.
We break, we low tone in the way I move. No rush, just something new. Every line I step into feels like I was always due. Guitar cry, but it don't feel pain. Just a shift in a different lane. What was lost don't feel the same. What I am, can't explain.
I see it
in your eyes.
That moment
when it rises. Hope
don't fade.
Breathe
This way. Step in.
Feel that change.
No fear.
No name.
New ground.
just game.
Too far to stay the same. We break, we change.
This ain't what we used to be. Now we see what we can be. Pulse. Silence. Feel that change.
No fear,
No name.
new ground. We rearrange. No past,
No change.
no loss.
Just game.
Too far to stay the same. We change. We change.
We change.
We change. We changed. We changed.
Late night, dark blue, feel that way. No rush, I don't chase. Move slow, set the pace. All calm, all wait. Dark blue, low light, no talk, just vibe. Step in, whole night, all eyes, don't lie. Came in quiet, no scene made, no flashes, clean shade. Everything move when I say, no rush, let it play. Cold air, slow res, no stress, no tears, all smooth, no mess, just steps, wait. Let it ride like that, slow, bring it right back. Dark blue, feel that way. No rush, I don't chase. Move slow, set the pace. All calm, all wait. Dark blue, low light, no talk, just vibe. Step in, whole night, all eyes, don't lie. All black, blue tint glass, no pass, just pass, no sound, just bass. Everything in place, low tone, don't flex, no need, just press. One move, that's set, no doubt, no guess. Down, feel it in your chest, now slow. Everything connect now.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are back up. Next, as you can see, it is Rutilant Sons up against Bottle of Water. Right, so without further ado, let us not keep you waiting for much longer. Good luck and have fun to both teams as we are going to start this next matchup. This is definitely going to be a cracker of a match.
Yep. Right. Right, looks like it's gonna be Rutilant Sons, okay, versus Boah or Woah. Very nice game, right? Very nice name right there. So I do see Rutilant Sons has the first ban on their side. Let's see what they're gonna ban first. Conventional bans is usually just Sora, Glue, Zushin, one of those usual bans. But it looks like they're taking their time. They do have a lot of seconds, so they can generally just take as much time as they want. And looks like they're gonna go with the Zushin ban, very much off the top right there. Kinda conventional, very much conventional. We have been seeing a lot of Zushin banned very much repetitively, quite very repetitively. Nobody likes Zushin apparently, and as well as Marcel. Looks like there is a huge meta bans going on. Both sides understand each other quite well. They do know each other, and as such, they're gonna go with meta bans. And let's see what they're gonna ban next on the side of Rutilant Sons. Very much just taking their time as seconds goes by. I can wonder that perhaps they're gonna go with and right off the bat we see that they're gonna go with Fovius, possibly going for a possible. Oh, and in response, a counter bans is going to be Freya and Fovius being banned respectively, and also Kalia. I can measure her as a possible targeted ban. Kalia is not entirely well famous for being banned in this tourney, but we can measure it as likely a targeted ban, or rather, generally, Rutilant Sons just don't want to deal with Kalia as an opposition, and it's gonna be with Boah or banning Harley. Harley has been a unique ban recently. He's just been that chaotic and opening.
Come on, Dexter! It's our showtime.
It's gonna be a Claude pick, quite an immediate pick as well. Going to lean there, just picking off Claude. It's not so common to see Claude getting picked so early, especially also that there is a meta picks such as Tulu on the spot, or Sora, but in response they went with Khalid, and also they're gonna respond with maybe Moscow in response to
I am vengeance incarnate.
Subs in and gets to use Baxial, so that pretty much subs in as a tanky lineup right there. And looking this, it looks like Super Tony could go for a possible Leomot right there. And there's also running right there. I just wonder, like, as I observe this, there is Baxia on the side of Boah, definitely showcasing a tanky lineup. It's kind of very much common, quite a clear popularity. Oh, and looks like now they're just gonna go with Hilda.
Come on,
as well.
Dexter! It's our showtime.
Measure up as a
Rocks need no protection from the rain.
Unless that this Hilda is going to XP.
Sand rises when I give the word.
With Hilda as a roamer, so this could likely be
valor and royalty in a roamer, dead body.
Especially given also that
Fight!
Already exposed
Fight for the
Khalid
ultimate
as
answer.
An XP, and now Carrie could be a good pick right there. I'm just not sure if they're gonna go with her. It's gonna be super light. Going with a carry pick. Interesting. This gives them an
I've
urge
been
to
waiting
actually
for too
have
long.
a strong late game potential. Unless Rutilant Sons has an early game potential, Boah has strong late game potential. Just simply putting that Curry is that dangerous to go up against, especially facing up against Leomod. Carry doesn't have strong issues. Melted down Leomod, melted down just everyone. Carry pick there is very much respected, as well as a Sora ban right there. I can say that Boah is yet to pick an XP, so banning out Sora can be considered as a respect ban. So right now we're about to see the final ban on the side of Boah, and it's gonna be, well, surprisingly, it's gonna be Gord, and respectively, it's gonna go with Fear of the Phoenix Lady, Zeshin. Quite interesting. I'm just wondering that the sort of lineup they're going for on the side of Boah. especially with a tanky jungler. Normally we expect it to be someone like a Kai or Fredrin, but Baxia is another interesting pick as a jungler. This gives them some unique tankiness, especially in addition to Valier, also in the mix to give off some slowdowns on Leomod there. This just generally gives Boah some unique CC potential. I can see it coming. In addition, also in the mix, we have
Among the planes exists the equilibrium, which I was made
especially
for.
with the mix of Hilda there. I do see a lot of mid trio going on, a lot of possible invasion, just a lot of poking. That's what Rutilant Suns is generally just going for, and looks like likely by some chance. I was gonna say Yuzong, but instead they went with Terizla as the final pick. Ooh, and also we get to see the fun XP pick on the side of Boah. Could it be Benedetta? Could it be Alice? Interesting. Alice in the mix could generally compromise Yves as she uses her ultimate, but I just wonder, could it be Alice getting picked right there, as Gaming right now is just flexing Alice. This could turn out interesting. And Alice in the mix, I personally would respect it. It can give them a strong backline penetration, just backline countermeasures. And okay, looks like they did go for
My
Alice.
kiss grants you immortality
I would say that
or death.
Boah has a unique tanky potential, but Rutilant Suns, with their lineup, they have poking potential. They just simply have that early advantage. And Boah has to play careful early on. They have to maintain some sort of a strategy. But with Khalid in the mix, as well as Villiers, I say that if Rutilant Suns is going for that early pressure, they have to do it careful. They have to do it careful, especially against Villiers. Okay, looks like that's it for the drafting phase. Not sure which to favor here. I can agree that it will just boils down to micro. I mean, these two teams do know each other quite well.
Yeah. Zoera, I'm quickly going to give you a break as Master Merlin and me are just quickly going to pass this match so you can rest up for the main event.
All right, no problem.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Master Merlin joining me for this co-main event in the casting seat. It is Rutilant Suns up against, Boah or Woah. This is definitely going to be a cooked match.
How's it, Scott? How's it, everybody?
Good and you, bro. Good and you.
Good.
Complain. Can you just share your screen with me there, just so I can see?
Already done.
All right.
All right. Engagement happening onto the Khalid as Brawny does do the damage. So it's Hilda versus Khalid in the roam role.
I can't see anything.
Alright, that's fine. So we'll just step in for Master Merlin, and then Master Merlin can just take over at the main event. Alright, so... Alright, we had a lot of chatting there, as you could hear. This is a very exciting match at this moment. I'm very curious, right? Look, if I'm looking at both teams' drafts, I'm on the fence with this one, to be honest. Look, there is moments where I will favor Rutilant Suns, but there's also moments where I am going to favor Boah or Woah.
Boah. Definitely, Boah has that mobility, as they do make some strong movement in top lane. As okay, looks like they're gonna retreat to avoid a possible engagement. They don't want to risk an early team fight just before the turtle spawns, so they have to play it careful.
And Chill, just to mention, answer onto your question, right? This is not the last match. This is the second last. This is the co-main event. The main event, we've got Void Esports up against St. Dynasty. As we do see the RWM gets committed. First blood does go in favor of Eve as Pops also secures a kill. That's a 2-for-1 exchange. And the first turtle of this match does go in favor of Boah or Woah.
Definitely an impressive play right there, and almost Curry nearly gets taken down. As possible engagement does sweeps in mid lane, but now rotation are zooming in on the Claw right there. Claw has to force a retreat, zoning in the mix with Hilda giving vision, but has to retreat. Generally, it's not something that you have to expect, but generally right now, Boah is simply just not allowing Rutilant Suns just to get that level of pressure. Just, it's interesting to see how much control Boah has, but furthermore, Hilda just engaging onto Khalid right there all alone. It's not perfectly advisable, given also that she was a bit too far from Yves, who can just deal extra bit of damage.
Yeah,
right there.
Look, it's going to come down to well, the pressure and the congestion, as well as setup. Oh, as we do see the Flicker Sandstorm commission being committed as the RWM does take down the Khalid, and oh my word, the Phantom Seed gets committed, and that is a 2-for-0 exchange. Make that, if Blank gets caught out, no, Super Tony just slightly off the mark, and that was a 2-for-0 exchange going in favor of Rutilant Suns.
Definitely a very powerful team fights, and we just have just 10 seconds in before the second turtle is set to spawn in. Rutilant Suns just needs to get that pressure in. They don't want to surrender the second turtle, but it looks like they're going to start it off, and Boah has to somehow play it careful. They cannot afford a risky play as they did with the first turtle.
Yeah, well, as we do see, Baxia does secure the second turtle of the match. However, Supermap in a lot of danger. He does use the Sand Prayer, but Ronan has got something for this Khalid, as we do see a penalty zone coming in from Terizla. Blazing Duet is onto the back line. Blank secures the kill onto Yilda, but Pop secures the kill onto Valor. That is a 2-for-1 exchange going in favor of Rutilant Suns. Oh, makes that a double kill for Terizla, and that is a 3-for-1 exchange going in favor of Rutilant Suns.
Yes, Rutilant Suns have a numbers advantage right now with a bit of a 2k lead right now. It does appear that they have some unique potential to very much control this early map, but in response, we have to acknowledge that Boah has a late game potential, as Kerry has been very much taking advantage of the distraction during teamfight, just farming in, getting all that gold. So this gives Boah a very strong late game potential. And right now, possible engagement in mid lane as pressure is put in.
Yeah, Hilda doing a lot of damage onto the Khalid. We do see the Phantom Seed gets committed. Will Blank get caught out here with the Baxia? We do see the Tortoise Voice chance is into the mix. Super mad with the Sandstorm. Does land onto 3, but he gets taken down by Super Tony, and Super Tony takes a lot of turret damage, but Leomord will be able to survive this engagement. So it's just before the 6-minute mark. It's 9-2, 7 kills advantage, and it's a 1.3k gold lead going in favor of Rutilant Suns. They're keeping the pressure as Super Light also gets caught out on the bot lane. That cartwheel's just coming in, the Blazing Duet just coming in from Claude. But nonetheless, that is, well, at this moment, right, actually, Boah, right, does have the map advantage as well. The third and final turtle will spawn up right now. Yilda trying to get, Yilda trying to get into the back line. However, Khalid is forced back to use his prayer as well. Rutilant Suns are setting up for the third and final turtle. Will Boah or Woah, bottle of water, will Blank be able to secure this turtle and steal it away once more? As bottle of water trying to get this opening. Claude and Carry is into the rotation here. Reduces Tortoise Baton. Sandstorm has been committed. Blank secures the third and final turtle as well. RWM gets committed. Carry gets killed onto Hilda. However, Claude with the Blazing Duet does do a lot of damage, but Eve is the real monster in this moment. Ronan currently sitting on a 5-0 and 6. That's a 3-for-2 exchange going in favor of Rutilant Sun.
Definitely, they also managed to get the mid turret, a critical turret. This is giving Rutilant Sun a strong advantage. They do have some potential to generally just end this match quickly, because they don't really have to drag this game to late game. This will give Carry to just come online and deal heavyweight damage onto the tanky lineup, especially onto Hilda and Terizla. So essentially, Rutilant Suns need to continue this pressure. They cannot allow or any chance to recuperate. They have to essentially take advantage of this dominance they're displaying.
Yeah, well, we do see the Sandstorm from Khalid just slightly off the mark. However, will we see that penalty zone? Yes, penalty zone does land onto one. Super Tony does secure the kill onto, Khalid. And, well, the RWM is instant play coming in from Eve. However, Blank is taken down to half HP. Woah, they need to play careful right now, because Rutilant Suns, they are sitting pretty right now, even though Woah has contested all of the objectives. Do you think Rutilant Suns is going to allow that error play to, well, get the referee battle loss again?
So I don't think it's a unique idea to allow that to happen. Boah has strong late game potential, but given this, Boah is not generally just gonna let that happen. They already forcing a Lord takedown, and Rutilant Suns is not aware of this, so they're taking the Lord in secrecy, and now just in possible engagements.
Yo, Carry shredded through that Lord. So first Lord of the match does go in favor of Woah, as we do see Jasmine says, my goats are just too good. So let's see. I mean, look, anything is possible. The cookie, it ain't over till the cookie crumbles, right? Lord will be able to keep this Lord at bay. We do see Kubo coming with Valor, trying to get that zone away onto, Claude. However, Rizla and Hilda is on trying to get the opening onto the back line. This Lord absolutely did nothing. This just delayed the minions. Yeah.
Well, it did allow a split push taking place in bot lane, so this is the kind of strategy that Boah was looking for, using Lord as a distraction to split push, giving Carry the advantage, and now Wex here right now.
He's taking the kills from the E very personal, but that would be Blank taken down, just allowing the opening for Carry to escape the clutches. But, like, Boah, right, they've got, like, the map advantage. Even though Rutilant Suns has got 2 tier 1 turrets, they still have, oh my golly gosh, they still have that mid lane tier 1 turret still standing. But Woah, they do have it back open at this point.
Definitely. Carry is very proficient when it comes to melted down turrets. He's extremely fast at it. This generally just allows Boah some late game potential, or even just mid game as we are right now. This is something that Boah is looking for. Despite the fact that Rutilant Suns had an early game advantage, Boah is not really just gonna let it slide. They show some offensive power right now. Offensive speed taking place.
Yeah, well, Tony did commit that Phantom Steed, right? So Rizla just trying to get that magic damage onto the Alice, right? The second Lord of this match will be up in the next 45 seconds. The question is, who will be able to take advantage of this moment, as we do see Gambit and Carry coming into the top lane. Leomord is on his lonesome self. Gambit gets that play on. Phantom Steed gets committed, but Super Tobini gets taken down by the Carry. That will be no jungle for the side of Rutilant Suns at the next Lord. Well, it will only be a few seconds, so the question is, will Rutilant Suns be able to, well, keep the play back as Claude secures and, well, takes back the map control in favor of Rutilant Sun. Carry, super light, in a lot of danger. Hilda does have that mobility. Oh! Monster kill going to the Eve.
Curry really needs to play careful. Generally speaking, I do think that Boah is really just counting on Curry to turn the tide of battle. Rutilant Suns has a strong advantage. They generally just has that kind of aggressive lineup as preparations are being made to take the Lord. We do see that Claude has started the Lord, so zoning in has to take place, but Khalid giving on vision, not allowing the opposition to take the Lord.
We do see Alice trying to get that play on. Will we see the Throne of Ruin? Oh! Sandstorm does connect, and Leomord secures the first objective when it comes to, well, Turtle or Lords. And that's a 3-for-0 exchange going in the favor of Rutilant Suns. They are at in a healthy position right now. It's only Carrie and Alice left to defend their base right now. Rutilant Suns seems like they're going full storm onto the next. The Throne of Ruin lands onto 3. RWM into the play as well. Will Carrie be able to get her cartwheels into the play? She does shred through Brawny, but the penalty zone just off the mark. And that is another one down for the count as, well, Alice got caught out.
Definitely. Even despite this, the Lord is still coming. So Boah is going to deal with a fresh wave of minions. It's not looking good. They have to play careful. They cannot concede. It's not looking very much favorable, but right now, as all focus are on top.
Oh, Lord out. But in any case, Leomord Super Tony secures the kill onto Khalid. Carrie gets a kill and make that a double kill coming in for Super Light. Throne of Ruin lands onto 3 of the RWM. Does take on the Carrie. Penalty zone is onto the back line, and that's a triple kill for the Eve as Turisla takes down the Alice. That's a full team wipe, and Rutilant Suns taking this match. GG's well played to Rutilant Suns. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this is the last time you're going to listen to music tonight. I'm just going to set up the match or the lobby for Saint Dynasty up against Void Esports. That's the main event for tonight. MVP goes to Ronan, right? Ronan. What a deadly Eve. I'm not even going to lie to you about that. That RWM was just on cracking lacking point. In any case, ladies and gentlemen, please hit that like, share, and subscribe button as we are going to head into the main event. Coming up next.
Dark blue, feel that way. No rush, I don't chase. Move slow, set the pace. All calm, always. Dark blue, low light, no talk, just vibe. Step in, whole night. All eyes, don't lie. Yeah. Stay cool. Stay cool. Midnight calling. You feel it too. Low flame flicker in the dark. Cold wind whisper through my heart. Every step echo like a spark. Something tearing me apart. I hear your name in the night, but it don't sound right. Like a ghost in the light, pulling me in. Don't run, don't run. Don't hide too late. Feel it close, can't escape. Heartbeat racing, feel that break. It's inside. Wide awake, don't run. don't speak. Every breath getting weak. Too deep, too far, no sleep. It's inside, underneath.
Slow walk, I don't chase, just follow. Same road, same pain, same hollow. Guitar cry with a tone so cold, like a story already told. Feel that weight in the air right now. Every move got a shadow now. Turn around, but there's no way out. It's locked in.
Wait, it's right behind you. Don't run, don't hide, too late. Feel it close, can't escape. Heartbeat racing, feel that break. It's inside. Wide awake. Don't run, don't fight, don't speak. Every breath getting weak. Too deep, too far, no sleep. It's inside. Inside, underneath. You were never alone.
Slow burn. Midnight air. Slow burn. Midnight air. Through the street, every step's feel it drag on me. Oh, soul rhythm deep in my chest, every breath like a test, like a test.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Waylander. I hope you didn't leave. Well, so this is the main event of the evening. This is what everyone has been waiting for, right? It's Saint Dynasty up against Void Esports. And well, Master Merlin and Zuera will be taking you through the drafting phase. So please stay tuned as we are going to jump into this next match. Good luck and have fun to both teams. Saint Dynasty with the first pick.
So it's gonna be Saint Dynasty versus Void Esports. Both teams generally want the top spot as being the best in this server. So it's gonna be Con with the first ban on the side of Saint Dynasty. What are expectations like? Oh,
an instant Guinevere ban, huh?
Well, we have to respect, like, Void Esports do have favoritism in using Guinevere, so that's a targeted ban on their side.
Yeah, that is true, but Guinevere is also one of the top 5 junglers right now because of her ability to just, like, CT control many tanks or many, like, many of the opposition. It just depends on how you use it. You can go damage for the kills or you can go tanky for the setup. But yeah, I'm expecting like very meta picks, very meta bans. We're gonna see how it goes.
Meta bans or meta picks, and looks like it's going to be a ban on Sora as well. We did see like last week between the Saint Dynasty versus Rutilant Suns. Saint Dynasty showcased a powerful Sora very much decimating Rutilant Suns. So this is likely a counter ban on Void, not to face up against the same Sora that decimated Rutilant Suns in that fiery matchup. And in response, they banned Phobius.
Yeah, but the Phobius ban, I'm expecting like maybe if it's still open by the end of this first banning phase, you might see like a Harris first pick or Freya, because Phobius is the natural counter to like all of those, and he gives us to you a bit of a hard time depending on how it's used. But yeah, no, so far it's looking like they're trying to get like a dash heavy and like tanky setup on the side of Saint Dynasty. And Void Esports takes out the Joy. Pretty good call after seeing the Phobius ban, but Joy for me these days has just felt lackluster.
Lackluster, really?
Yeah.
He has potential to just dash in the backline, very much compromising the damage dealers, but so far Joy can generally just be countered with just one stun, and she just burst in because like she would be dashing sometimes inside the turret, so taking on that true damage from the turret. But generally I can agree that possibly Void Esports just banned Joy just simply to counter possible someone on Saint Dynasty with a Joy capability. And also in response they decide to go and ban Kalia. What do you think on that? Ban Kalia though.
I like that ban. Kalia is a can be a very disgusting roam if paired up with the right kind of mage. I mean, in the MPL, all you see is Kalia and Gord right now. Kalia Gord combos, or even sometimes a Tato in a Gord combo.
Yes, the combo with Kalia and Karita has been a huge favorite, especially in the MPL. We have seen that Onyx having to utilize Kalia and Karita bursting down enemy backline, and also Void Esports going with a Zushin ban. We have seen a huge favorite. She has been a huge favorite for Saint Dynasty, having to always first pick Zushin. So this is a unique, respectable ban on the side of Void Esports, banning out Zushin and generally just compromising Saint Dynasty to consider other mages, which could likely be possibly Valier or Kimi, as it is one of the strongholds for early game pressure. So let's see what they're gonna pick now.
I agree. Look, Sushin also a very nice ban just in general, because she really puts the hurts on many tanks, like high lows,
Come on, Dexter! It's our showtime!
Pick up a Claude first pick. That's an interesting first pick. Will we see a carry response?
Yes, normally we expect carry as a suitable goal laner, but they do want to use Claude for that mobility to essentially just decimate the backline. And in response, super shady going on with the Freya pick. They did see that Freya was open and not allowing the opposition Saint Dynasty to get
I
on
am
that.
a daughter of Northern Vale. I swear to protect it to my last
pick
breath.
right there. That's a very good.
Welcome to the greatest magic show of all time.
The bad meta heroes getting picked right there, and that's it for Void Esports with the initial picks right there. Let's see how Saint Dynasty responds.
And look, honestly, I was surprised by the Claude first pick. Maybe they just didn't want Void to have it. Because, I mean, looking at the bans so far, Guinevere, Phobius, Kalia, you would expect to see Freya on the side of Saint Dynasty. Even a potential Aerith first pick.
Sand rises when I give the word.
Not looking bad. Here comes a Khalid. Monster overall.
Yes, a Khalid pick usually just means early game pressure, early game zoning in, coming in.
Valor and royalty in a dead body.
That's Saint Dynasty is going for. They want to have some unique potential to essentially poke in and give vision for the whole team. And yeah, that's something I can measure with the Khalid pick right there, and also with Leomod. The strong mobility there can very much be a likely chase against Holly, because like Holly just pokes in and just runs around with the mobility, the dashes. So I can measure maybe that Leomod is just there to basically chase down Holly, and also Valentina. Valentina pick could actually be generally a good pick. I'm not gonna lie.
I didn't cure the pain.
What do you think? Like,
I harness it.
can Valentina just steal Leomod's ultimate?
She can. She gets the full kit. It's not worth it though. She doesn't get the passive, which is the main thing that makes Leomod so good, and the defense that comes from the ult. Like, I think she still gets benefit slightly from the defense that comes, because you get 30 magic, 30 physical defense. But more than likely, she's gonna be looking at the stand as an ult field.
I just didn't know that. Like, can Valentina just take Leomod's ultimate and just also like his horse, all the skills, also the dashes? Is that really possible?
Everything. She can steal the full kit. Same thing with the Black Dragon. And we do see a nice Beleric ban. That's actually an interesting one. I both love and hate it, because I feel like Saints could have probably used the Beleric pick because of the Freya and also the Valentina. But I mean, I guess you don't really want to see Beleric, especially when you're playing up in your face hero like Leomod. But it doesn't really matter, because you can always just dash out. It just depends on your skill as a player.
Definitely does depend on that. And I kind of wonder, like, I can respect the Beleric ban, but nobody decided to ban Blue. Quite unusual, but also possible steal. And also in response, they went for Yuzon right there. A very good ban right there. I cannot disrespect it. That's a good ban. Yuzon is a backline potential. So looking at the draft and picks, I could slightly favor the side of Void Esports, but it's a bit early.
And I see we have a pause. I think that's an accidental pause, guys.
No, it was a pause for Saint Dynasty.
I see.
Well.
Alright. Anyways, we do see Tokoloshi about to pick. And I don't know. Pardon?
How is everybody doing?
I'm good in your way.
Good.
Sorry about that.
No, it's cool. I was just looking at the draft myself, and I'm like, oof, this is looking actually kind of tasty. You know, when you guys were talking about the Valentina pick, I think potentially it's a bit of a preemptive pick. So it prevents you from picking up heroes like Sora on the XP lane, or going for anything too crazy, like in the mid lane as well, because you know Valentina is there. Also, Valentina, because of her passive, ties up very, very nicely with this current high, I'd say high mobility and like a lot of pressure in the early game kind of drafting and rotations, because Valentina's passive gives her that a bit of extra XP, so she scales very, very well. She has the dashes and the taunt to be able to put pressure in the mid lane. Very good, or one of the best mages for zoning. At the same time, gaining that little bit of extra XP guarantees she's going to have level 4 very early, and will have the ability to steal whichever ult is going to be most effective around the first turtle.
I think you made a very good point there, actually, coming to think of it, because now you have to really think about your last two picks, eh? You don't want to give the enemy too much ammunition.
Exactly. And especially if it's like a game changer for ult around the first objective, you know she's going to start zoning in the mid lane. It's also going to force Saints to start thinking like along the lines like, okay, wait, if there's Valentina, we need a mage to be able to deal with the pressure from a Valentina in the early game, because she's going to be in the front. She's got that double dash, basically. Yeah. And that's, I think, is the reason why Void went with the Zushin ban. because Zushin will be able to deal with Valentina in the early part of the game.
I think the only mage that I could see doing that, like apart from the Zushin, is maybe the Lilia, because the ult is nice. It's not a bad ult to steal, but you won't be looking for that, you know, in terms of like team fight potential. Plus, she also does a lot of damage with the slows.
Yeah, agreed. You know, she does do a lot of damage with that, and she's gonna make it hard for you when you're picking up your Roma, because like Hylos is still available. Hylos is can be used to provide a little bit of slow and just prevent Khalid from doing what he wants to do. At the same time, Hilda is still open as well. There's no Hilda bans, and sometimes you want to counter early game pressure with more early game pressure.
Agreed. Even the likes of Alice is open. This could be a very interesting job.
Yes. And Lilia is excellent at dealing with these sustain heroes because she can outpoke their sustain, especially if you're aggressive. Like I remember watching this game with Onik while Sans on the Lilia, and I was like, this man is insane. The micro skills, how he's going in, he's just causing devastation and he gets out. It was one of the most aggressive performances I've seen on a mage, and this mage needs to be played aggressively.
Agreed. I mean, you don't want to hunt down a Lilia. You're going to see your HP flash before your eyes.
Exactly. And you know, especially when you're the Roma, right? Sometimes I feel a bit sorry for them. It's just that he is, she does just like constantly in your face, just poking. You just can't get away from her. The slow with the damage is madness. But I'm just taking a look at the live chat and everyone's talking about Khalid and how strong Khalid is. I mean, he's got the full kit of what you need from a Roma right now. High mobility, single damage poke, like high poke, sustainability, and at the same time backline dive potential with a set. What more do you need from a Roma?
Your team is picking.
I mean, it's like you have to ask yourself the question, is there any particular weakness to a Khalid at this moment in time? I don't really see it.
Honestly, a drawn-out game is the only thing I can think of, because he does have that late game fall-off. A bit.
Yes.
But,
yeah. Well, I mean, you're trying to finish the game before 14 minutes. It's not like he's going to fall off before then. But it's very interesting that Velo picks up the Cho as a response, right? So they want to go for this pickoff. You can see that Khan switched the spell to Purify, though we don't expect Khan to be in the gold lane, right? Let's be honest here.
Agreed.
But whoever's playing the Claude is definitely going to be picking up Purify, especially with the Cho in there.
I know, I have to agree with you. Like the pickup potential, I actually watched the draft today from the MPL one of the MPL finals, and I saw how devastating a Cho plus Valentina combo can come into play.
Yeah. But I mean, Cho is a very high skill hero, especially on the roam. He's more high skill on the roam than when you do play him on the XP. Granted, he's not that good on the XP in comparison.
This land is our homeland, and
like
it will
what
soon be your burial ground.
Lapos, your Yuzongs, you know, there's some real beasts on the XP lane. He's not as meta as that on the XP, but he's a lot harder to play on the roam because of your decision-making process. Apart from having all the micro skills that you need to play a Cho, it's your decision-making process. You can match rotation speeds with the Khalid to a certain degree because Cho is extremely mobile, but at the same time you have to know when to be in Khalid's face to prevent what Khalid wants to do, which is and when you need to be able to be camping out to get that pick off, because if you weigh off the dragon onto the right person, the right target, oh my days, it's going to change the course of how any objective can be taken.
Agreed. And I mean, look, Saints, I give you guys props. You guys decided to full send into the Valentina, picking up a cord and a Terizla at that penalty zone. It's going to be an interesting fight.
Very, very much so. So, Saints have a very team-orientated draft. You do have good wave clear. I mean, God is excellent when it comes to wave clear speed, right? But the skills like Mystic Gush, Penalty Zone, they're geared towards these team fight setups. But into the first match we go, and we're just going to be watching two teams try to vie for that mid lane dominance. Valentina not wanting to get too close into the face of a god, because if he lands that stun, first skill, second skill combo, it can take out pretty much most of your health.
Agreed. And the true damage still does stack because of his passive.
Exactly. And well, the only problem that God is going to face is you got to be watching for Lindo on that Harley. Harley is God's bane, because he's just going to be trying to get that timing just right. Nice play coming through from Lindo, setting up already with that counter jungle rotation. He's rushing off to try to get the gold crab and then rotating across. The team making the movement. Khan did clear his complete wave on the left hand side, so both junglers trying to ensure that they can get maximum farm at this stage. And I mean, this is what you expect from two top tier teams. It's just that battle for control of gold.
Agreed. And it's very methodical. I mean, even the way they clear the waves, it looks like the side of Void is like a bit quicker, and they have like a better mid prio, in my opinion, just because of the toe damage. And we do see Khalid poking on his toe here a little bit, both committing the Mystic Ball.
Yeah, both teams setting up, trying to get into position for this first turtle of the game. We know we've got Terizla trying to get that penalty zone. The Deadly Magic was committed onto Liamod, who has that ability to escape. Now there's going to be the Phantom Steed into the mix, as there's the engagement here coming through from the Lapu. Lapu has the bravest fighter still available, but it's Terizla into the backline. The turtle is so low. Who's going to land this? It's Con with the steal. The fight is on. They do take down Lindo, and there's a continuation of this engagement. The Mystic Gush is out here onto everybody. My goodness, it's a 2-for-2 exchange. The fight continuing as both Freya and Claude rotating across. Super Shady here, just continuing with the pressure, takes out Gyro in the jungle, and that is going to be a 4-for-3 exchange going in the favor of Void, but with the turtle, I'd say honors even in this trade-off.
Agreed. Man, what a nice rotation from this Freya pulling up, causing so much devastation.
I mean, well, that's what you expect from your side laners. You don't expect them to be passively sitting in lane, especially if it's a Freya. I mean, Freya's got one of the earliest power spikes in the game. What's the point of picking a hero that has that big of a power spike if you're not going to use it?
Agreed. But you know, some players like to sit in their lanes.
Yeah. Well, we wouldn't expect to see that from either Void or Saints. You know, their side laners love to rotate. Valentina now being very aggressive, knowing that the steal is onto the Sandstorm from Khalid. So we're going to expect to see that Sandstorm being used maybe as an initiation tool, maybe as a potential counter initiator. Let's get to see. Khalid now wants to just zone Harley away. Freya applying damage onto the Claude. Saints now, they're going to have to be a little bit careful. They know they got that late. Oh, there's going to be the Sandstorm. I mean, the way of the dragon coming in there as they secure the kill onto Gyro. And Void now starting to put a little bit of pressure on the game.
Agreed. I mean, Void is using their lineup to perfection. They have a very nice pick-off potential here with the heroes that they've chosen, plus also the jungle pressure that Freya's putting on.
Exactly. So they're going for that little bit of a steal there. So the turtle has been started off. Void zoning the side of Saints away, but they know they've got that big penalty zone. Mystic Gush coming in. There's a Sandstorm with a stolen Sandstorm as well. The turtle down to quarter HP. Mystic Gush into the backside. Cho is trying to escape, but he's going to get taken down by Gyro there on the Khalid. But can they find that angle to go in for the retribution? No, they cannot. Now the chase is on. Void want to turn this around. Freya leading the charge with that Valkyrie's descent. She's just going wild, getting pickoff after pickoff. It's a 3-for-1 exchange overall, going the way of Void, and I just think they might have got a big foothold on this game right now.
Agreed. I mean, a 2.4k gold lead is nothing to sneeze at, especially this early into the game. I'm so surprised that they let Void get the Freya. I thought, like, according to the bans that I saw, they were looking at the Freya or the potential Harris.
Yeah, true. Oh, engagement underneath the turret, just to make sure they go in with the full combination. Deadly magic, first turret of the game is done. Well, as they're now the sandstorm underneath the turret, it's the Valkyries descent coming out as they get the pick of kills. The blazing duets in there as well. Can they return turret for turret? But they got to worry about the mid lane pressure that's going to be piled on here as Void sensing an opportunity, saying, okay, let's try and trade as much as we can. The minion is there, and they open up this. This is going to be a good play coming from them. The bravest fighter almost landing with the flicker. Now it goes through. The deadly magic doing its job as they take down yet another and the mid lane turret, sacrificing Mimic in there, but I think they'd be happy with that trade.
Agreed. I mean, look, Void took advantage of things trying to trade the top tower for the bottom tower and just completely ate out the mid.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing, right? When it comes to timing, you have to know that once you went in, someone immediately from the side of Saints had to make the rotation towards the mid lane, because that's the obvious trade-off. You find a lot of teams, they try to get a trade-off in terms of a kill. But personally, right, if I lose a player, I'm thinking to myself, I'd rather trade a kill for a turret. Now the Sandstorm with the Phantom Steed into the mix, but the Valkyrie's Descent is in there as Freya is just leading the charge once more, but he's gonna get taken down. However, the rest of the team is in here to follow up as they do get a 2-for-1 exchange. It's just Velo, but both Con and Gyro taken down, and this is with the third and final turtle being up. It's still a minute to go, so we don't expect them to try to wait for an 8-minute Lord.
Agreed. I mean, Velo on this show is putting in some serious work here. And this Freya. And it is a free turtle on the side of Void Esports. And they're hunting down Terizla. Does he get out? The deadliest magic has been committed, and Terizla is down, taken down by the Lapu.
Yeah, oh, well, Lapu is he still has that bravest fight, and now the Phantom Steed is in here. They're going for this battle around us. Oh, the blazing duets into the backline as they get a trade-off in response, and so that's 1-for-1. But Freya already setting up around the red buff there in the bot lane. Is she going to be going in? Yes, she is. She's trying to get the pick up here onto Leomord. Does she get the kill onto Leomord? Yes, she does. And does she get out? Oh my goodness, super shady going. Super Saiyan mode. How did he do that and get out? In such a situation, I think he's going to steal the buff too.
Ooh. And we do see the bravest fighter landing onto Gord, but Gord does manage to flicker out.
Oh, this is looking intense.
Understatement. I don't think Saints should have gone for that blue fight, that fight by the blue buff, because they didn't really have proper vision on Freya. It could have been very bad.
It could have. I mean, there are times where you want to contest for those neutral objectives. I mean, right now, Void is doing exactly what you would expect. They took the mid lane turret. They're not so interested in pushing the lanes, except probably around about now, or maybe in the next 20 seconds, you need to get that lane pushed in with this next wave, because you want the holy shields to pop, right? Because you know the Lord's going to be up. They executed their overall macro excellently, but if you're the side of Saints, you're not going to be all that stressed, because you do have that big defensive capabilities. You've got the Mystic Gush, you've got the Sandstorm, you've got the Penalty Zone, right? With the Blazing Duets and Claude on a Purify. So all you got to do is just wait for the map to be a bit small, because you've got spells that can stack very nicely in these small spaces. So you just have to make sure that the wave equilibrium is slightly disrupted. At least if one or two of the waves are not synced up, just try to do that. Allow them to take this Lord, and then you'll be able to cover it up with your defensive drafting in here.
Agreed. I mean, look, Saints has a very nice team fight comp. It's just Void is really making it hard with their pickoffs. Like, they're always making sure to get one pickoff before the fight actually kicks off.
Yeah, this is where you're gonna go for the 4-1 split to just make sure that you can keep your teammates alive. It means your roam and your XP laner have to perform both the duties of a roamer, which is just to zone in the jungle, just to make sure that at least some farm is going to your damage dealers like the Leomort, like the Claude, like the God, and then you just wait for that small space. As you can see now, that small space is in here, but the fight is a little bit away from where you'd expect. Terizla, the first one to fall. The Lord is down to half health. The Blazing Duet has been committed, but once more Freya on this Valkyrie's descent. The Lord is going to charge through. It's so far it's a 3-for-1 exchange. They should be able to, or might be able to take down another turret, but they're quite low here. The Lord being stopped just before it ate up all of what was happening with Harley just trying a basic attack as best as he can to get another tier 3 turret, and with that Void should be able to disengage safely, and they've, I think, achieved whatever they wanted to from this particular fight.
No, agreed. I mean, look, Void is putting on a masterclass here, if you ask me. Like, the pressure, the counter jungling, everything is just like, it's like they're just flowing through the motions at this point.
The execution is what you would expect. Very, very smooth from them. But we can't count Saints out. And we have seen games swing in directions that you wouldn't expect. All the cards right now are in Void's hands. They've gotten control of the map. They've gotten control of the jungle. They have everything in there. They've got a healthy gold lead at this moment in time. But we know Saints, right? We've seen them come back from some crazy situations. We know the players are very, very mechanical in terms of their skill levels. We know that Con is an excellent commander of his team, but let's see how they're going to do this. It's going to be discipline versus decision making right now. Discipline needs to come in from Void to continue with what they're doing, and decision making from the side of Saints to be able to try to pull one back.
Agreed. I mean, I'm not counting Saints out at all. They have a very nice draft. They just need a moment, you know. It just takes one well-timed penalty zone and one well-timed transform, and the game can shift on a dime.
Yeah, that is very, very true. So it's all about this discipline versus decision-making moments in time now. We're going to be heading towards the Lord any second now. That is the timer there. It's ticking down. It's really close. This particular Lord, I mean, with the way Saints have themselves set up, without that too much of wave pressure onto them, they might be able to try to contest. They're sticking more or less as a 5-man. Harley trying to find that angle, but I mean, the zoning in here from Void is just so on point. The Lord is down to like half HP, and there's no way for Saints to even get close.
Agreed. And it is a free Lord for the size of Void Esports. I mean, look, Claude just got his Trinity. So they have a very good defense. They can come out here with very good defense, especially with Gordon and Mystic Cash. And Leomord is actually also very good at clearing lane.
Yes, that's true. I mean, he's got a lot of skills with AoE damage, and it's now a very, very good opportunity for Void to end this, right? They have, like we said, all the cards. Everything is in their favor right now. Can they do this? Though that is the question. It's all going to be about that the trigger play, which is going to be Lapu Lapu on that Bravest Fighter. He's going to be their trigger. You can see he's trying to make his way into the front line. Freya is close by as well. Lovely wave equilibrium. Now there's a dive into the back line. They take out Cho as he's going in. The Blazing Duets has been committed. They want to clear this Lord. They don't want to give space to be able to get the lock onto the base. The minion wave is in there. Lapu with the Bravest Fighter trying to zone everybody into the away from the back line. But Lapu, he's going to get taken on. But Void, they're trying to get the lock onto the base. But Saints, they're defending with their lives. They force them back. Do they continue with this? The deadly magic has been committed. It should be able to get the kill there onto Terizla. The wave is in there as Freya trying to get the lock on. The Mystic Gush, Shady dancing around there, trying to get the shield going, but he's going to get taken down. Oh my goodness, the last few basic attacks come through, and it's Void with the victory in this best of one.
Honestly, excellent effort there by Saints. I mean, that flicker penalty zone that came in from Terizla was so clutch. It delayed the back line just enough that they could take down the Lord.
Yeah, that was a fantastic game. Lots of skills on show, but well played to both teams. But congratulations to Void taking the dub in this game. But we all know this is the points to play for, and we are witnessing Group B, which is, for all of you following the AFL, this is the group of death. If you didn't know, but I'm sure everybody does.
No, I'm pretty sure we all know. This is a group that nobody wants to be in unless you want to have like the funnest time playing excellently strong people.
Yes. So, Scavi, if you could take us through your thoughts on this particular matchup.
You know, it's always sad for me to see my team lose. You know, it's moments like these that, you know, I wish there was like a best of 3 moment, you know. But in any case, we know this is just the seeding phase. This week we are concluding with week 4. By Thursday night, we're starting with round 5, and we will be concluding with the seeding phases next week. So then thereafter, you know, we're jumping into the top 32 teams, and that's where the best of 3 start coming in. Void Esports, pretty much, well, in Group E, the only undefeated team right now, taking Saints. So GG's well played. MVP going to Gyro and MVP going to Super Shady. What a deadly Freya that was. In any case, ladies and gentlemen, on that bombshell, right, this is the time for us to say goodbye and good night. So we will be back tomorrow night, same time, same place. You know where it is. Hit that like and subscribe to our channel. And without further ado, from the Waylander Gaming team and crew, it is going to be goodbye.